Season 2, and we are on the first match of tonight, which is going to be held between Mutality and Enigma, and we are already in the starting phase. And we can see from the side of Mutality, they have their first ban, that is the Zushin. And if you ask about Zushin, that is a hell of a damage dealing mage, and also it can help in any team fight, and also it can retreat with a very low HP, which is very annoying, I would say. So yeah, that was a wise decision from their side. And from the side of Enigma, we can see that they have banned on Roger, which is very understandable because of the mobility he has, and also because of the early game potential he has. And also if we look at his morph, that is kind of dangerous for squishy heroes. So yeah, and from the side of Mutality, we can see that they are going for a mage-oriented ban phase at this point, because they have banned Zask, and we have seen in this whole tournament that Zask was one of the heroes that dealt a lot of damage, and that was the one standing alone in the whole base, guarding the base in all the team fights, and also in securing the objects as well. So that is an amazing ban coming out from this side. And Julian is banned from the side of Enigma. If we talk about Julian, he can be played in any lane. So yeah, that could have been a dangerous hero. And if we look at the situation at this point, we can see that Enigma is going for a meta-oriented ban, whereas from the side of Mutality, they are locked onto mages only. So we can see their last ban was Valentina. So in this game, I think they are not ready to skip any gates open for the mage of the opponent player. So they have banned the 3 of the damage dealing and most devastating heroes, mage heroes of this whole tournament, because we have seen absolute amazing Valentina gameplay from the whole tournament, and that was something I did not expect, to be honest, because we don't see that much of Valentina gameplay anymore. And this time they did not actually let us down, and that was something amazing. And from the side of Enigma, they have chosen Phobius to be banned. We get that actually, because after the revamp, Phobius is being used quite decently, and he is able to take out any mobility hero. So yeah, I guess they have a plan for going for a mobility hero. That's why they were actually focused on banning Phobius over there. And if we look at the first pick of Mutality, they are going for Hyla's jungle. Oh, that's confusing, Zane.
I believe that it's not going to be a jungle. They're just currently hovering over it, and they just have the retribution on Hylos just in case. But even if Hylos is even if Hylos is played in the jungle lane, it's not a bad pick if you ask me, Prana, because Hylos has that amount of damage and he has that scalable damage, so he might be able to pull it off, honestly. But from the side of Enigma, we're seeing that Ruby as well as the Aurora is getting picked. And if we know one thing about Aurora is that in every situation, Aurora knows how to flourish and deal damage, and the Aurora can save the team from a lot of devastating situations, and that can work very well in their favor. But from the side of Mortality, they have decided to take out that Kagura as well as that Eggsborg. So that's gonna be well played by their side as well, because you know that that Eggsborg can melt down all of the tanky heroes, honestly. And from the side of Enigma, they have another pick before the second phase of the banning segment, and I believe that they should pick something like a carry or a claw. That would be very beneficial for them, because that Hylos is not easy to kill, honestly. And considering the picks they have so far, none of them can really do a dent. Like, none of them can even dent Hylos, if you ask me, because of the insane amount of HP and healing regenerative abilities that he has. So now it's gonna depend a lot on what they're gonna be picking next, and they are picking that Martis. And Martis is probably not the best hero against the Hylos, but at the same time, they do have a Kagura, so that Martis can deal a ton of damage and sustain in the process as well. And it is not easy to kill a Martis, if you ask me, because of the insane mobility, durability, and the crowd control resistance that Martis has. So it's gonna be tough, honestly, if we consider that thing. So on the side of Enigma, they have decided to ban out that Angela, and from the side of Mortality, they are banning out that that Diggy. So overall, I believe that from the side of Mortality, they're planning on getting something with very high crowd control, because there is no other reason for them to be picking that, banning out that DD. But
Hmm.
why did Enigma ban out that carry? It's them who needs the carry, if you ask
Hmm.
me. Maltari doesn't need something like a carry. They already have an X-Boy to deal 2 damage. So that might not have been the best possible decision from the side of Enigma, but maybe they have something in mind, and maybe the next 2 picks are going to be full tanks from the side of Enigma. We don't know for sure, apparently. So we'll just have to wait and watch. And now it's gonna be the fourth pick from the side of Enigma, and they are still lacking mid lane. They're still lacking a roamer and a gold laner. So both of them, I don't think they can pick much tanky heroes. If you ask me, they can just pick a tank at this moment, and I believe the best tank that they can take right now is Atlas, because DG has already gotten banned, and there is nothing else that Mortality can pick that can counter Atlas. But nope, they're going to be going for that edit, and I think the edit is going to be playing Rome and Mortality. If they pick an Atlas right now, it's going to be game over for Enigma. Like, that's gonna be the last nail in the coffin. But we will have to wait and see to watch what they're gonna be picking. But what are your thoughts about the current situation of the draft, Carlo?
If you ask me about it, I'm still not sure of what they are thinking. But as you say, there is a possibility of Atlas getting picked, and yes, Atlas was picked. And I guess, yeah, as you say, that this would be the last nail to the coffin. And if Atlas is used perfectly, I guess this is game over for Enigma, because look at that lineup already. There is Moscow, there is Xborg, there is Kagura, and as well as there is a Hylos. So, sorry, if you ask me about it, they have tankiness, they have a very big sustainable lineup, and also they have a lot of damage dealing heroes. So at this point, they would be able to melt down any tanky hero, and as well as the squishy ones. So yeah, I would give them an upper hand at this point, because if we look at the side of Enigma, we are still not seeing any that type of damage dealers, if you ask me, is just the Aurora and the Mortis. And I guess if Ruby is able to play phenomenally, I guess there is still a chance to sustain in that EXP lane. And with that being said, the last hero they picked was Akai. So if you ask me about this, I'm still not sure if that's a good thing for them, if that's a perfect lineup for them, because they are going for the three fighter strategy once again in this match, and they are lacking a marksman. So whenever there is any absence of any marksman in any team in the late game, it becomes very hectic for them. So it's just a matter of time to see if they are able to pull out that strategy. And I guess, as you were saying, that Edith might go to roaming, I guess Edith might go to marksman lane. She is finally gonna play the marksman she was meant to be, and I don't know yet. So let's hope for the best, and best of luck to both the teams. And this is gonna be a best of 3 round match, and this is just the first round, so we cannot predict anything yet. And what do you think about the lineup of Enigma?
5 seconds till the enemy
Well,
reaches
honestly,
the battlefield.
if you ask me, Enigma has a pretty solid lineup, but they still lack something that can melt down the tanky heroes from the side of Mortality. But at the same time, they have a ton of crowd control, especially from that Akai and that Ruby, as well as that. Like all 5 of their heroes are capable of dealing a ton of crowd control. So that is a very good thing from the side of Enigma. But on the other hand, from the side of Mortality, they have a ton of sustain, and I believe they have a decent amount of burst damage as well from that X-Borg, as well as that Kagura. They can deal a lot of burst damage, so it's going to be a bit tough for both the teams, honestly, and it's hard to predict at the moment. And yeah, Bodu Pumpkin is here near the Little Wanderer, and I believe the Little Wanderer will get cleared out without much of a competition. And yeah, as I said, it's gonna get very easily cleared out. And look at that jungling speed coming out from that Hylos. Like, it is a ton of damage if you ask me. And in the bottom lane, you can see a very good fight between that Xborg and that Ruby, and the Ruby is kind of forced to retreat from the situation, but the Ruby is still trying to commit to the team fight in the top lane. We can see that there's been a rotation from the side of Enigma, and they are trying to put as much pressure as possible on Albert, but Albert from the side of Mortality is doing his part and playing relatively safe. And then this is Bodo Pumpkin who tried to take down Raven, but Raven will be able to get back. And Atero here is trying his best to stand his ground. And this, well, yeah, there is not going to be a fight in the top lane for the time being. And currently, both the teams are rotating back to their lanes, and this is going to be Atlas that's going to go in, and I don't think he has his ultimate yet, so there is not going to be a perfect fight here. But look at the damage coming out from the side of Mortality, and that was Enigma that tried to get a kill down on Bodu Pumpkin, but because of Hylos and his insane amount of vision from his ultimate, he was able to live. But look at that, Invis might get taken out, but nope, that was a very well-timed flicker from the side of Invis, and that saved him from the last insanity of Xborg. So yeah, Invis is still trying to deal some amount of damage, but I don't think Mortality here can go into the turtle. But yep, that's gonna be a very easy turtle secure from the side of Enigma, and it's gonna be Revan who's gonna use the heavy spin to get most of the players out from the side of the Mortality side. And yeah, currently if you look at the goal situation, the goal is going in favor of Enigma, and they have started a very small snowball in their favor. And this snowball, if they can scale it, might turn out to be something big in the late game. But currently, the amount is very insignificant, and yeah, it's just 3 minutes into the game. Both teams are still doing the best, and I think it's a very evenly matched game right here between Mortality and Enigma, because we cannot see anyone getting dominated from their end yet, but for how long, that is the question. And this was Hiryu who was able to secure the Wanderer in the 3 minute mark. And with that being said, the buffs have already spawned once again. Both the teams have still gotten 0 kills. No significant goal changes over the time period, but yeah, both the teams are trying their best to hold on to the game as much as possible. And in the top lane, there seems to be a formation for a gank, but I don't think that Enigmas are gonna commit to it, because they already see Bodu Pumpkin and the rest of his team already taking position, trying to back up that Moskov, and yeah, that's exactly what happened. Nobody is focusing on the XP lane right now, and that might be a good thing. It might be a bad thing as well. But Raven is getting a bit of a damage, is getting damaged by that Hylos, but the Hylos will end up going back. And if we look at the current situation, it just does not look like we will be seeing a fight anytime soon, Perna.
I think that as well, because look at both the team and they are not going aggressive. They are just doing a bit of aggressive poking, but they are not trying to do anything crazy. But as you were saying, that no one is actually focusing on EXP lane. Look at the lineup of Mutality. They are actually rotating towards that bottom lane, and I guess Ruby would be able to get the vision. And yes, he was able to get the vision, and there is a possibility of a fight getting broken down in the Turtle's Riverside. But look at that heavy spin coming out from Akai. Because of that, he was able to retrieve from the situation, as well as he was able to make them move from the place. And there might be a chance of Turtle steal, but at the end, it was Martis who was able to secure the turtle. Along with that, the first ball was sequenced by Martis over there, but Kagura was able to take down Ruby over there. Look at the HP of the players of Enigma. If there was a perfect use of Moscow's ultimate, I guess two more players from the side of Enigma would be down, but no, unfortunately, it did not connect. But it was a nice initiation coming out from Mortality, but Enigma is actually leading in 600 gold at this point. So if you ask me, there is a little amount of snowballing going on here, and I guess with that in the very beginning, if they actually continue like that, they might just go ahead, because we can already see that Xborg was able to take that turret down in the EXP lane, where we can see that Ruby is dealing a lot of damage on him, but that's of no use because he was able to retrieve from the situation. And look at that Akai, and I guess Hylos would be retreating from the situation, because he wouldn't be going in for long, and with the use of his ultimate, he was able to actually corner out Akai over there. But with the help of that ultimate coming from Aurora, Edit was able to secure 2 of the kills, and that was the kill of Atlas and Hyla. So they have bursted out 2 of the tanky heroes. So if they tried, they might just go for the turret, or maybe for Moscow as well, because we can see how they are actually trying to corner him out. But instead, Martis was taken down by Moscow, and Kagura was here to follow him up. So even though that was an amazing initiation coming out from Enigma, but they did not actually consider the fact that there might be another player, so they had to pay for that. And already the situation is in the passive position once again, because we can see that the players are actually just focusing on farming, and there is no crazy stuff going on around here because the turtle has spawned, and no one would actually risk of it because two of the turtles have already went to the side of Enigma, so they wouldn't be risking. Mortality wouldn't be risking it by losing one or two player in this situation, and we can already see that there might be an initiation coming out from Aurora on Atlas, but Atlas being so tanky, he did receive a lot of damage, but he was able to retreat from the situation. Whereas we can see that from the side of Enigma, there is a turtle. The third turtle was secured by Murtis again, and they are actually going for Mortality's player because we can see how much low of HP Atlas had, but he was able to retreat from the situation, and Kagura is still holding on to that mid turret. So, if you ask me, Enigma is actually just going for the object securing thing and not for the kill. So I guess this would help them in the late game. What do you think?
Yep, that is obviously a possibility, but here they're currently trying to do their best. But yeah, there's going to be an ultimate coming out from the Hylos, but it's not going to be effective at all. And they are trying to go back and regain some of their lost ground, but it's going to be Hylos that's going to go in. But I don't think that it is the best possible decision to fight right now, because considering Halos doesn't have any more mana left, the thing that he's gonna lose currently from his second skill is going to be his HP. But one thing for sure is that the Atlas is having a very hard time trying to set up with his ultimates, and the current situation of Albot looks very strange if you ask me. But yep, they revealed their position a bit too early, and Moscow was able to retreat from that situation. So in the mid lane, they're still trying to focus a bit on the turret. And what was that from the Ruby? That was a bit weird, and I think Ruby will have to pay for that. And yeah, Ruby will get taken out without much of an issue. And Bodu Pumpkin is trying to get is almost getting targeted, but I think it's gonna be Hiryu who's gonna have to pay for that price. And yeah, it's gonna be Maskov that's gonna come in clutch right there and help with the whole situation. Look at that Maskov and his damage. Very good use of his second skill, and it's gonna be Yami that's gonna be taken over, but it's Softly will get taken over in the process as well. But look at that Maskov once again dealing a ton of damage, setting up the kill for the export to secure. And yep, the Maskov is going insane, Prerna. Just look at him. He's dealing a lot of damage. He's dealing crowd control as well. Surprisingly, I've never seen, like, Maskov is supposed to get used as a damage dealer, but I think currently Albot is focusing on crowd controls over than kills or damage, because that's what he's been doing. He's been setting up every single kill for his teammates, and the teammates are not disappointing either. So Mortality currently has the upper hand, and if you do look at the gold difference, it has been neutralized, and it is finally going in favor of Mortality. So the Lord right now is it's a baby Lord. It's the first Lord of the entire game. So I don't think nobody's prioritizing it that much, but it's going to be a Bodu Pumpkin is going to deal a ton of damage. But I believe Aurora's damage, nobody can deal with that, honestly. Like, everyone is struggling a lot dealing against that Aurora and her damage. So it's going to be Raven who's going to go in there, but there's not a possibility at the moment, and everyone will have to retreat. So in the mid lane, you can see that the Martis is here. The Martis is trying to engage, and that won't be a very good decision. But Bodu Pumpkin uses his ultimate for an offensive position, and then he is getting punished at the moment for it. And the entire team fight has been distorted, and Bodu Pumpkin is going to get taken out, and Invis is going to deal a lot of damage and secure a kill in the process. But that's going to be the export. What a great combination coming out from them, and they have regained the upper hand in the team fight. They have almost wiped out the entire team from the side of Enigma, and by losing only 2 players, they have secured 4 kills. That's twice the profit, if you ask me. You lose 2 and you get 4 kills in return. That was a very phenomenal play on their part. And my goodness, the Chariot, the one who's playing Eggsborg, is playing phenomenally well, if you ask me, fair enough.
Yeah, but if you look at the KDA of Kagura over there, it is 504, which is an amazing gameplay, I would say. And yes, we cannot actually deny that Xborg is playing phenomenal in this game, and the Lord is there. So I guess since Moscow is there, he would be committing on the Lord in any time, because if they get this Lord, they would be able to push more. But since the players of Enigma are also rotating towards the Lord, I think they would be just waiting for them to commit on this, and then they might just set up something. And we can already see that Akai was able to get a position of Atlas over there, and his position was revealed, and Martis is trying to check the pushes. I guess Martis might get cornered out, but with an ultimate, Atlas was not able to connect to him. But look at that ultimate coming from Hylos, but Hylos is not followed up by anyone, so I guess there might be a possibility of him getting cornered by Akai. And yes, that is happening. Look at that HP of Martis. If any player was there to follow him up, I guess Martis would be down at this point, because look at their HP already. And even though there was an amazing try from the side of this Hylos, but since there was no one to follow him up or back him up, that's why this situation is not what I expected, to be honest. And from the side of Mutality, they are actually committing on the Lord at this point, and I guess they would be able to secure the Lord if Ruby does not disturb them that of much. But look at the damage coming out from Ruby as well, and Akai was able to steal that Lord, and Mox still secured by Kagura over there, but Atlas was taken down by Edith, and an amazing ultimate coming out from Hylos once again. And I guess if Mox will be able to secure the kill, and Mox was able to do that, and also Hylos was able to take down Ruby over there. Even though Aurora is dealing a lot of damage, I don't think he will be able to take the teammate. And with that being said, Edith was been taken down. So as you were saying that Xborg is playing phenomenal. Look at his KDA. He did not die for once, and already it looks very good for him, because it is 107. So we can actually understand the amount of damage he has dealt in throughout this whole match. And if you look at the KDA of Iblis over there, that is 706. That's an amazing gameplay, I would say, as well, because this KDA for a mage is absolutely phenomenal, and it's just 30 minutes. And let's see if we get to see a more phenomenal gameplay from this mage, because in this whole tournament we have seen that these mages are playing absolutely amazing and out of this world type of gameplays are coming out from them. So I have high hopes for this mage, actually.
Yep, and one thing we'll have to put some emphasis down for is that Voodoo Pumpkin is missing a lot of his retributions, and that is costing a lot for their team, because that Lord was very easy if you ask me, but one misstep from the side of Voodoo Pumpkin costed them the Lord, and this time he's getting targeted by everyone from the side of Enigma, and they are dealing a ton of damage. But what is happening? Look at from the sidelines, dealing enough damage to take down the entire team, and the Muscov does not want to retreat, no matter how low his HP gets, and he's still fighting. Oh my goodness, someone needs to stop that Muscov from doing what he's doing if Enigma wants to win. And with just one hero sacrifice, sorry, 2 hero sacrifice, Mortality were able to get another 4th kill on their favor, and now it's gonna look a bit tough for the entire team of Enigma, because the Muscov has already locked into the tower, and it's going to be game over. And that's why I believe that they should not have wasted all of their kills on that Hylos, honestly, because Hylos was not doing anything. Hylos was just being a distraction to the entire team. And Enigma, they fell for it, and in return, they had to pay by losing the game. So, congratulations to Mortality for winning the first match, but it is still a best of 3 series, so Enigma still has a chance of coming back into this. So, without further ado, we'll be going for a very short break. After that, we'll be back with the second match of the best of 3 series. So, till then, stay tuned and be right back. Second match between Enigma and Mortality, and this time Enigma is on the left side and Mortality is going to be on the right side. And this is a best of three series where Mortality have won the first match of the series. And yeah, this time I believe they're again trying to do something good, but at the same time. So yeah, this is me, your caster Zine, along with Fern.
Thank you for passing me the mic, and we can already see that in the first drafting phase, Hylos is getting banned from the side of Enigma because they wouldn't be they wouldn't want to face that Hylos once again because he trapped them in the last fight. He trapped them, and the whole team was down just because of the trap they fell into. And yeah, Moscow was able to lock onto the base because of him. And from the side of Mortality, they are taking their time to ban a hero. So I guess that might be a Sweep, or that might be an Aurora as well, because in the last gameplay we have seen Enigma playing a good Aurora, and no, they have went for the Zushin instead. And I would say, yeah, that is an amazing decision as well, because Zushin is a very annoying mage, and that thing picks you up and then throws you out somewhere else. That's something I wouldn't want to face actually. So yeah, that's an amazing ban from them. And from the side of Enigma, we might see a Atlas ban, or it might be a Moscow. What do you think? Okay, I guess he is disconnected for a bit, but he would be back, and they are taking their time to ban heroes, because in the last match we have seen that they had to face so many heroes that caused them problem, and I don't think they would be risking anything from the previous match. And yes, with that being said, they are going for the ban of Kagura, because yes, we have seen an amazing Kagura gameplay in the previous match. I absolutely forgot about that one, but that mage was playing phenomenal, and the KDA was good as well, and the amount of damage that was coming out from Kagura was absolutely amazing. And from the side of Mortality, I guess they would be going in for another mage oriented ban, because we can already see that they have banned Zask once again. So these are the common bans we have seen from their side in the previous match as well. So I guess they have a different strategy in their mind while they are trying to play a mind game with the players of Enigma. And from their side, they have banned Julian this time. And from the side of Mortality, there might be another mage ban from their side. And in this time, I would say that they should ban out that Aurora, because in the previous match, Aurora was the one to stand, and Aurora was the one to deal a lot of damage on them. And if there is an Aurora in the opponent, you wouldn't be able to sustain for long if she gets any type of chance. So let's see which hero they actually plan on banning to, but they have went for Roger instead. So yeah, that's a wise decision as well, because Roger in the jungle lane would be a problem, because he has that lot of mobility, and also with that amount of damage he has from the early game to the late game is immense. So yeah, that's a nightmarish thing. And the first pick would be from the side of Enigma this time. So let's see which hero they pick onto. I guess they would be going in for the Aurora, since the Aurora is still open, and if they don't pick it, that might get banned in the second phase. So let's see if it
It's my
happens.
way
But
or the highway.
instead, they went for the Ixia pick. And in the previous match, we had seen that they did not pick any type of marksman, even though Edith was there, but it was not enough to face off Moscow over there. So yeah, that's an amazing gameplay. That's an amazing strategy, I would say, from the side of Enigma, because they have a marksman at this point. And from the side of Mentality, we are seeing that Ben and Aurora is being picked. So there would be no Aurora for Enigma at this point. So as I was saying, yeah, if they wanted to pick Aurora, they should have went for it first, because now they would have to face a bit of problem to pick a mage, because two of the devastating mages are already banned, and their comfort mage, that is the Aurora, is being taken already. So let's see how it ends for them. And if we talk about Ben, he has a lot of potential in the jungling sectors and also in securing turrets. So that would be a hero that is gonna cause problem in the team fights and as well as in securing the objects. And we can see that from the side of Enigma, they have a different plan at this point, and they are going for Terizla and Florine. So in this whole tournament, we haven't seen a Florine gameplay yet. But today's the night where we would be watching this one, and I am quite excited for this, because Florine within the team with
Yep.
Asia and Terizla is something absolutely amazing.
Yep. Honestly, the amount of heal that Florian can provide is actually phenomenal. And if we consider the long-term benefits of Florian can give you HP or heal you from any point of the map. So that is something that everyone should be concerned about, because one moment you're winning the fight in the bottom lane while Florian is in the top lane, and the next moment you lose the fight because Florian provided enough healing for that fight in the bottom lane. So that's something that everyone needs to be afraid of. And one thing you have mentioned, that we have not seen a Florian gameplay. Yes, we have not, but we did end up seeing Florian getting banned in a number of matches, Karna. So we might see the reason why Florian was that prioritized in getting banned in this particular match. So yeah, without further ado, it's gonna be another ban from the side of Mentality, and they're gonna be banning out that Valentina. So that's a very good decision on their part. And from the side of Enigma, they have their ban, and they are going to be banning out that Benedetta. That is a bit rare. We don't often see that, but yeah, maybe they have something in their mind, and maybe they have something planned as well. So Benedetta is gonna get banned from the side of Enigma, and lastly from the side of Mentality, they are gonna be banning out that Xavier. So yep, Mentality is very much focused on the mid lanes, because if you do look at that, 4 of their 5 bans are mid laners, and from the side of Enigma, it's a bit of a mixture if you ask me. They are banning out Kagura, Hylos, which have been picked in the previous match, as well as that Atlas. And after that, they're banning out like one of the potential junglers, that's Julian, and also they have banned out that Benedetta. So overall, that's a very good draft if you ask me. From the side of Enigma, they have banned out very decent heroes, and from the side of Mentality, they are very focused as well. So overall, if you do look at both the sides, I think currently Mentality has a bit of an advantage because of that Aurora itself, because that Aurora is dealing a lot of damage, and the Aurora has been very phenomenal in this tournament so far on. So yeah, that Aurora as well as that Tigreal is going to be a bit of a problem for Enigma right here. Fair enough.
Yeah, I think that as well, because there will be a lot of crowd control over there, and there is a carry as well. So with an implosion and with the help of carry, they can actually melt down any hero at this point, and there would be Aurora on top. That's like a cherry on top of a cake. So yeah, if you ask me, they have a lot of damage, they have a lot of crowd control, so things are not looking that much of a profitable for the side of Enigma. But look at their picks. They have went for Bharat and Paramis, and if they talk about Bharat, he's a very tanky hero, so I guess he would be able to sustain a bit in the game because of the tankiness. But if you ask me about the Paramis pick, I am not sure of it yet, but there is a Florence, so there would be a lot of healing from their side, and they would be able to reincarnate because of that nether realm that Paramis has. So Yeah, if they are able to create any setup and they are able to lock onto the skills, they might have few possibilities where they would be able to lock down on the heroes of Mutality, and they would be able to melt them down. But if we look at the overall stage, overall lineup from the side of Mutality, they have a very balanced team over there because
Welcome to
I'm
Mobile
actually
Legends.
scared of carry. So yeah, there is a carry, there is a Tigreal,
5
there is an
seconds till the
Aurora,
enemy
and a
reaches
Ben
the
already.
battlefield.
So
Smash
every of the
them.
heroes are actually
All
very
troops
useful in the
deployed.
team fights, and they have a lot of damage. And as well as if we talk about Tigreal, he is very tanky, and he would be able to dash out from any situation as well. So things might be a bit problematic for Enigma because already, since there was a Tigreal already and there is an Xborg too, so they would be dishing out a lot of damage along with crowd control, along with dashings and mobility. So yeah, I would give them an upper hand because we can already see that Aurora is trying to engage on Faramis, and on the top lane we can see that Teresa is facing Xborg there, and we all know that Xborg is a counter for Teresa. So I guess Teresa might have a bit of a problem in farming in the top lane, but that's a matter of time to see if that happens. Because if we look at the bottom lane, Florin is there to help out Ixia, and Kari is facing a bit of trouble at this point because look at the damage she has already dealt with, and there is a rotation coming out from Tigreal and Aurora already. But Florin was able to get the vision, and I guess Tigreal might initiate something from that position because look at the whole situation. Both of the team are actually trying to engage, and there might be a kill from the side of Mutality, but Tigreal was able to retrieve from the situation with the help of that clicker he has, and he is actually returning to his base. So that was a quiet aggressive poking initiation, I would say, but no kill was actually secured from here. And if you look at the top lane at this point, Xborg is actually facing a lot of problems dealing with Terizla, and he is still not able to sustain that much in front of that Terizla. So he is just focused on his farmings, and the turtle is there, and we can see from the side of Mutality they are already committing on the turtle. But then comes the Paramis, and also there is that Chlorine, I guess. Yeah, Chlorine. And I guess they wouldn't be able to do much with those two heroes because Ben would be able to secure the turtle with the help of his retribution, and along with that ultimate he has an early game potential, and also in any team fight he would be able to secure objects as well as he would be able to secure kills with that ultimate. So what do you think, Sim?
Yep, there's a high possibility for that. Do look at the battle lane right now. Albot is trying to deal some amount of damage. Albot is playing safe as well. And the last match as well, Albot was very much important. As we've seen that gameplay did end up helping his team out quite a bit. This is Raven and Yami that are going in, but it's gonna be the entire side of Mountainity who's gonna engage as well. This is Hiryu on their side, but I did see we did see the possibility of a team fight breaking out, but that is not that is not gonna happen. Raven is still trying to deal some damage. That being said, everyone is just trying their best to set it's not possibility right now. And you misclick from him, and it's take two of the players from the side of Mortality their lives, but maybe Bodo Pumpkin may be able to survive this whole thing because same mobility that man has, but it's just gonna be it's something who's gonna get in the team fight. It might be Albot that's gonna get taken out right now. Albot is gonna get taken out. I hear you, and it's just phenomenal game with Enigma. One thing that really make a mistake on is that the team building is a bit too early, and I think we should have waited for his teammates first or given a call before engaging, and that did end up causing them to lose 2 kills on their part. And I think Albot at the same time should have retreated back to the turret if when the situation was getting dire for them. So overall, that was just a mistake from the side of Mentality, but it's nothing that grave because if we look at the goal difference, it's 4 minutes and the goal difference is barely 1,200. So it's not that big of a deal. But at the same time, it's gonna be the turtle that's gonna get that is gonna be targeted from the side of Mentality, and they have Bane in their team right now, so it's gonna be easier for them. But no, It's gonna be the somebody scaring the turtle. That was an amazing turtle steal from the side of Enigma, and this time it's gonna be it's Sahari once again getting taken out, and it's gonna be oh my goodness, look at it. Enigma seems like an entirely different team in this matchup, and Lynx was secured. Lynx's kill was secured by
Ooh.
Hero in the meantime, and this is gonna be Raven is gonna be taken over. Raven is a very bad situation where Raven was able to survive, but Bodo Pumpkin at the same time made a mistake. He ended up taking too much. Basically, me, but in the bottom lane, you can still see that Invis is trying to set up like he's trying to get as much gold as possible. But one thing for sure that the player that was playing Xborg has been changed. This is Lynx that is playing Xborg this time, but it was the Chariot that played in the last game. So I think I shouldn't be saying this, but I believe that the Chariot had a better opening in his game, but at the same time, we can't say anything for sure, but it's gonna be Bodo Pumpkin that's gonna get taken down, maybe, but it's somebody's gonna be there to save him. Another adrenaline implosion coming out from his side, it's something is gonna get punished. Yeah, this is not looking to go for the second right now. They are taking a lot of damage. Is with this Alter is going to be able to save the entire team. And look at that heal coming out from the Florin. That is the reason why people you do not want to play against Florin. Bodo Pumpkin may get taken out, but he will be able to survive. But made a mistake. They were able to defend the team barely, and I think it's the time for Bodo Pumpkin and Alba to return back to their bases in order to get some HP back. And in the mid lane, there's going to be a rotation coming out from the side of Mentality. On the other hand, Enigma is playing relatively safe. They are not going to be engaging for some time now. And in the top lane, it's just a casual lane skirmish going on, and the turtle has already spawned. So Iblis and its Softy has already taken their position. Oh my god, what is its Softy doing? That was such a bad move. Why did he reveal their positions? These are something that pisses me off the most. Like, mistakes in macro plays are something that I don't like. And boom! Taken out by Tero, and Tero is just going insane. He's playing phenomenally well, and it's gonna be the Xboard that's gonna get taken out by Hiryu at the moment. So that is some phenomenal gameplay coming out from Enigma right here. This Enigma seems like a completely different team, if you ask me, because they're not making any mistake, and each of their gameplays are super calculated, and they're not making a single mistake, and they are leading with a ton of gold. It's more than 5,000 gold at this point. Yeah, they have 8 kills in their back, while not splitting 0. So this is just phenomenal if they ask me, Paramount.
Yeah, I think that as well because in between 3 of the turtles, 2 were in the side of Enigma, so that explains why they have a lot of gold. And also look at their kills. So yeah, they have a potential at this point. And as I was saying, that there is a flooring, so there would be a lot of healing, and with the help of that Netherwam, Paramis would be able to take down 2 or 3 heroes, but an implosion coming out from Tigreal over there, and I think this wouldn't be that much of useful because look at that ultimate coming from Paramis over there, and Paramis was taken down, and Tigreal was taken down in the procedure because of this whole team fight. They from each of the team, they had to lose 2 of players, so that was an equalizer, I would say, because we haven't seen that much of crazy stuff going on in this fight, and they had to lose 2 players for 2-2 trade. It was a 2-2 trade, and already we can see that Terizla is the one pushing all the turrets, and he is actually sustaining against all those damage coming out from Mutality, coming out from that Ben, or if it is Xborg, or if it is Aurora. So at this point, it is looking very difficult for Mutality to come back to this game, I would say, because they are lacking in gold. They are actually losing their map controls, because if you look at the situation, 4 of the turrets were secured by Enigma, so they have lost the map control already, and things are already looking not so good for them because of the gold lead Enigma has. And also, if we look at the levels of the players of Enigma, they are higher than those of Mutality, so that explains a lot. And along with that, they have the Lord at this point. So yeah, with the help of that Lord, I guess they would be pushing that mid lanes tier 2, or maybe the top lanes tier 2 as well, since they have such a good uh, team fight potential in this match. So let's see what happens over there. And things are looking very passive at the situation where the Lord will be marching towards that base from that bottom lane. So I guess it would be top lane tier 2, because look at that, Faramis and Igja is already there, and there is no sign from the side of Barrett and Florin to take that tier 2. So I guess this is how it's gonna end. But a fight might get broken out in the middle lane, and look at that ultimate coming out from Tigreal over there. Ben has used his ultimate as well, but Tigreal was taken down, Parry was taken down in the process, and Aurora was also taken down. But shutdown secured by Xborg over there, triple kill secured by Exia, and that was an amazing gameplay coming out from this Enigma's team. So I guess this might be the end for Mortality, because that's just one player left, that is the Ben, and they have the Lord, and they have minion pressure, and they have a lot of damage as well. So yeah, things are looking not so nice for them. But since there was no minion pressure left, they had to retreat from the situation, and we can already see that 4 of the players are back on their foot from the side of Mortality. So for this instance, they were able to defend that base, but I don't know for how long they would be able to do so, because look at the minion pressure coming out from all the lanes, and already they have lost that inhibitor of that bottom lane. So in any time they might lose that top lane's inhibitor as well. So that would cause them more problem. And already, because of this minion pressure they are facing, they are not able to leave the base, and they are just clearing out lanes while staying in the base. And whereas we can see from the side of Enigma, they are actually clearing out the creeps from Mortality's side. And before the Lord reappears again, I don't think there would be any type of fight. It's just gonna be the farming from the side of Enigma, because they are playing phenomenally great, because they are holding on to their positions. They are not going too aggressive. They are just waiting for the right moment. So that's something you should have when you are in MOBA. So they are playing it very well, and since there is a possibility they might get back to this game, there might be a possibility that we would be moving towards round 3. So I am actually very excited to see that. And already we can see that from the side of Mortality, they are being cornered in their base because of the minion pressure, because of that huge amount of minion pressure they have to face in all the lanes. And already we can see that mid lane is being cleared by Faramis and Igja over there, and in few seconds the Lord would be there. So I guess they would be going for the Lord, while Faramis might distract the players of Mortality, because I can see that he is planning onto something. He's just doing a split something, and there's a change in the plan, I guess, because look at that Terizla. He is the one distracting the players, and meanwhile Barretts was able to secure that Lord. So with the help of this Lord, I guess they might go for that mid lane inhibitor, and they might just lock onto the base scene.
Yeah, there is a high possibility for that, but at the same time, we have to take into consideration of the fact that Mortality, they are still lacking very much in the gold, and as well as kills, honestly, because Enigma, they have been playing phenomenally well. Even though Boru Pumpkin has not died even once, the team is still struggling, if you ask me. So overall, it's not looking the state is not looking too good for them. But at the same time, it's not something that is not reversible. So maybe they can still do a reverse sweep on the in this game, but the chances of that happening is very low, as my experience tells me right now. So yeah, I believe that we might be going in for the third match of the night, and this is gonna be Bodu Pumpkin is gonna engage during that, but it's not gonna do much of a work. And the Lord is already marching down from the bottom lane, and the Lord will get defended, but they will end up missing. They will end up losing the mid lane inhibitor, but I think Enigma, they're playing relatively safe, and they're not very interested in doing any kind of crazy stuff right now, and they're just playing safe. They are retreating because they have already lost all the minions that they had, and that's a very good decision on their part, if you ask me, because in a situation where you don't have minions, pushing base can be very problematic, and that is something that they're following right now. And yeah, they're going back and trying to take as much gold as they can from the jungles of Mortality. So overall, that's a very good gameplay from Enigma, and they're playing super well in this match, if you ask me, Perna. And they're just doing such calculated gameplays. It's just so fun to watch, if you ask me. But yeah, I think Mortality, they had very good pick in this match. They had a phenomenal draft, but sometimes the draft is not everything that you need. Sometimes it's the gameplay that counts. And this time they did play a bit lackluster, like compared to the last match. But yeah, that's just MOBA, honestly, if you ask me, because sometimes you lose, sometimes you win. And even though they had a very good draft, it's all right to lose once in a while. So yeah, but one thing we have to say for sure, that Enigma, they are showing their true colors in this match. First match, I believe it was just an experimental run for them, because that's what it seemed to me right now. Like honestly, after observing their gameplay in this match, it seemed like the first match was just a trial run for them to get a hang of the things and to understand Vitality completely. And that's exactly what we're seeing right now, because this is a completely different team, if you ask me. Because this Enigma was not present during the first match. And yeah, currently I'm enjoying this match to its fullest, because both the teams are trying their best. And yeah, the Lord has already spawned back in, and this is a 15-minute Lord. So, Prerna, do you think if Enigma can secure this Lord, do they have a chance at winning this game right about now, basically, like after the Lord is there pushing the whole thing? I believe that there is a chance. So, what do you think?
There is a high possibility, and as you were saying that this is a different enigma, I want to add to you that in the previous match they did not have a marksman, but this time they do have that. So yeah, we can see the potential of the marksman they have, and as you say that yeah, they were actually. Experimenting with the lineup, and they wanted to understand Mutality's lineup, so they did that thing. So I agree to that as well. But we can see the Lord is marching from that mid lane, and we can see that the players of Enigma are actually trying to push the top lane inhibitor, and I guess that Lord would be the one helping them to distract. And we can see an amazing ultimate coming out from the Digi, and Igio was able to take the kill of Ben over there, and another ultimate is coming out from Aurora, but that was of no use, and Igio was taken down over there. And we can see that triple kill is secured by that Igio over there, and mega kill secured by Terizla, but the base has been locked. And what an amazing gameplay coming out from this Enigma. So
Victory!
congratulations to them for winning this round, and we would be moving forward to the third round, where actually we would be able to decide who is gonna be the winner of this whole match. And we would be back in a very short moment, and till then, stay tuned.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the very high electrifying match of this tournament. And this is between Mortality and Enigma. This is the first time not the first time, I believe, but this is the first time today, because this is the first match, and this is gonna be the third round of the best of 3 series between Mortality and Enigma. We have seen that Mortality won the first match, Enigma coming back into the second match, and then this is the third match. This is going to be a do or die situation for both the teams, but this time Mortality is here with their OG lineup with the Chariot and everyone else, and from the side of Enigma we are seeing the same players that played the second match, so it's going to be a very good match. I can already see that happening. And Mortality, they have banned out that Zushin, that Zask, as well as that Aurora, completely mid lane oriented bans. And from the side of Enigma, it's going to be Hylos, Roger, as well as Kagura that's going to get banned. And yeah, from the side of Mortality, they are picking the Ruby, the Xavier, as well as that Julian. That's a very amazing those 3 are very amazing picks for the first session of the match. And from the side of Enigma, we're seeing Asia again getting picked, and it's going to be Atero who's going to be playing that Terizla once again, and Yami with that Valentina. So overall, both the teams have a ton of good picks. Oh, and I completely forgot to introduce my co-caster, and I'm pretty sure she doesn't need an introduction. So guys, give it up for Prerna.
Thank you, Zin, for passing me the mic. And actually, I was enjoying your casting because how the way you were actually describing everything, I was very enchanted. And I guess you are the favorite caster in this whole tournament. And if we go back to the game, we can see that from the side of Enigma, they have banned Atlas, and from the side of Mortality, they are not risking it with Barretts anymore. So they have decided to ban it out, and the last ban from the side of Enigma will be coming out in any second. But if you ask me, I think since they do not have a marksman yet, they should ban out a marksman at this point, because marksman could be devastating, and since they have already picked the Iggia, so I guess any counter heroes should be banned at this point. And in the first match as well, we have seen them playing a very good Moscow, so yeah, Moscow is getting banned from the situation. And from the side of Mortality, they are going in with a Bane's ban, because since we did not see any type of jungler getting picked from the side of Enigma, and they have Julian in their side, so they wouldn't be risking that role. So yeah, that's an amazing draft phase, if you ask me. And if you look at both the teams, they have a very decent banning phase. And let's see which hero Enigma actually locks onto, because we can see that they do not have a jungler yet, and also they do not have a roamer. So let's see which hero they actually go for. Since there are a lot of options left, I guess they would be going in for the jungler, because since the Julian is picked already, so I guess that would be a better decision. And yes, they are hovering over that and locking onto that Hayabusa. So yeah, that's gonna be an amazing match to spectate, because I am already excited to see a Hayabusa match. And we can see from the side of Mortality, they are hovering onto that Minotaur along with the Cloud. So the amount of damage that will be coming out from Cloud would be insane in the mid to late games. And also there will be a Minotaur to heal them, and also with that minion rage, he would be able to initiate any type of team fight, and in any type of team fight he would be able to give them an upper hand. What do you think, Zee?
Yep, I think that's a very high possibility, and for the first time, I'm very excited for a match, because just look at the picks, it seems like we're seeing an MPL or something, because picks are so meta-oriented, and every single one of the picks have super high value in the game. if we do consider the side of Enigma, they have the range with that Ixia and Valentina. They have the crowd control with the Teresla as well as Kufra, and they have an insane amount of finishing potential with Kiryu playing the Hayabusa from the side of Vitality. Again, very good lineup that we're seeing right now. Amazing crowd control from both the Ruby as well as the Mentor, and Xavier can deal a ton of damage. Voodoo Pumpkin was playing the Julian, can secure good kills and be a very good finisher, and Albot is playing the Claude right now, so it's gonna be phenomenal. And honestly, I was tired till the second match, and this time it's gonna re-energize me honestly, because just look at the picks from both the sides. Like, I'm very excited for this match if you ask me. The inner Mobile Legends player in me is going insane right now, because this is gonna be a very fun match, and I can already predict that from just the picks. Because the stakes are so high in this match, it's gonna be insane if you ask me. Because just look at that lineup, and all of them are at the edge of their seats. Because if they cannot qualify, they will not be eligible for the next round, obviously. But yeah. If I'm not wrong, this tournament, the MCCSC2, it's gonna lead to something even better and even bigger. So they are stakes are very high, Perla. Like, we can already imagine that the picks themselves are phenomenal. And I believe that we might be seeing some alternate strategies in this match as well. But yeah, not hoping too much on that. But there is a very high possibility that we might be seeing some advanced funneling techniques, or maybe even a lot of jungle rushes and stuff like that, some of the big league things. So at the same time, in the mid lane, we're seeing that both Iblis and Safti are doing their best to secure the mid lane minions. And this time from the side of Enigma, they're already trying to set something up, I believe, because yeah, there's going to be a ton of damage being dealt from the side of Yami, and it's going to be Kufra who's going to go in. And there is the thing that was the thing that I was waiting for. Like, early engages and everything. Even though Enigma, they tried to set something up, the Lethal Wanderer went to the side of Mortality. Oh my god, what did we just miss? In the XP lane, it was Terizla that secured the kill of Ruby. We missed that already, but no issue whatsoever. We're gonna be seeing fights like that all the time. And there's just that caster instinct that is saying that this match might be something that has exceeded all our expectations. Like, I don't know why I'm hyping this so much, but it just feels like that. And look at that. It's going to be Hiryu who's going to be doing some amount of damage at them. He's going to go back right at that moment. And now Raven is just trying to set something up in the moment. And Albat, I think he got a hint of Raven, so he is playing up relatively safe. And in the mid lane, we're seeing a 3-man rotation from both the sides. And the turtle is going to be spawning in about 10-11 seconds. And I think the team that might have an advantage turtle is going to be Enigma, because they already have a kill. And they are going for the second kill of the match. Tero is trying to go back, and it was not Enigma that tried to go for the kill, it was Mortality. And look at that, Tero was able to survive, and it's going to be Hiryu who's going to go in with a Ugi Shadow kill, but the turtle is going to be the one who's going to be saving the players from the side of Mortality, and it's going to be Voodoo Pumpkin who's trying to go in right now, but minion range being used, Hiryu securing turtle. And with that being said, Voodoo Pumpkin is he did play pretty well, and it was a good decision from his part to retreat from that situation, because they have already lost the turtle, and there was no point in fighting over it anymore because it was already taken, right? So currently the situation, it is favoring Enigma to some extent, but there is a chance that Mortality, this might just be part of their strategy, because they do not have a lot of early game heroes. Claude needs 2 items, and if you consider Ruby also needs 1 item as well. And he is just trying to harass them as much as possible with that Hayabusa, using Hayabusa to its fullest potential. And that is something that I'm excited to see even later on in the game, Perla.
Same here from me, because I am very excited, and I was locked into the match with so much of what do you say? I was actually
Yeah, something did happen, but yeah, I'm still here. And as we can see that Enigma, they are trying their best to set something up. Kiryu is completely focused on farming at the moment, and yeah, and the second turtle is going to be spawning in about 45 seconds. Raven just got bursted out, but it was just not enough from the side of Voodoo Pumpkin to secure his kill. And this is going to be Hiryu with that Oogie Shadow kill. Oh my goodness, Raven did try going in Asia with an insane amount of damage, and it's gonna be the Minotaur that's gonna get taken out in a moment. And with that being said, it's gonna be Meteor Rage coming out from that Minotaur, and Claude going in with his ultimate, and this is gonna be 2 kills being secured. Yami and Kiryu who are going to be giving away their kill. Claude with that amazing piece of gameplay did secure 1 kill, and it's going to work out in his favor. And as like Claude needs at least 2 items in order to come online, and with that kill being secured by him, it's going to put his farming ahead of the entire team. And Vitality currently has about 200 gold lead. So honestly, in the top lane, we can see that the Kufra is trying to set something up for the Asia, but Asia is focusing on retreating back. And Raven just got his position compromised, and the turtle is already spawned. It's going to be Bodu Pumpkin who's going to go for his buff first. After that, he might end up going for the turtle, but Itsafti has already taken his position, and I believe he's trying to set something up, and he also has his flicker, so that might end up causing a very good flicker combo with his ultimate. So nobody is there from the side of Mentality right now. They're just trying their best to set something up for the time being, and the turtle is already going in favor of Minigma. This is Asia that's going to be using her ultimate, and a lot of damage is going to be dealt, but Bodu Pumpkin will end up securing the turtle, even though here he was the one who was securing the turtle from the get-go. Yami with the insane Dawning Light, and that was not working in his favor. Something is going on in the mid lane. We have Minotaur Rage coming out from the Minotaur, and being said, another Dawning Light coming out. Tero just lost a lot of HP. Raven also losing a lot of HP. They both will have to retreat back as much as possible, and it's going to be Yami that's going to get bursted over by Chariot, and Chariot will have to retreat as well. Prayer now.
Thank you for carrying the match, and I was facing a bit of technical issues, so I missed a lot in this game, I guess. And we can already see that there was an amazing initiation coming out from Enigma at this point, and we can see that the match is going in a very passive situation at this point. And we can see in the EXP lane there might be an initiation on Darius, and we can see that Luhin is trying his best to take him down. And with that being said, we missed a fight on the top lane, I guess, and Claw was being taken down by Hayabusa at this point. And even though there was an initiation on Terizla was able to sustain the situation because of the turret, and the turret actually dealt a lot of damage on Julian, so he was not able to do much of a thing. But if you look at the situation, there is still a chance of Terizla getting down over there because he is being outnumbered, and the turret would be providing a lot of damage, and there would be rotation from Valentina. So things are not looking good for them, and Terizla dealt a lot of damage, but just because of the healing capability of Minotaur, the team of Mortality was able to retrieve from the situation in the bottom lane, and they are actually marching towards that mid lane because they wouldn't want to give up that mid lane's tier 3, because if they actually end up losing it, they would be losing out a lot. And we can see that they are dealing a lot of damage on Valentina, and Valentina was surprisingly able to escape from the situation with the help of her flicker, and the turtle would be spawning in 6 seconds. So I am expecting another team fight breaking out in that lane, because we can already see that Kufra is trying to set up a situation for the Enigma's players, and he did not actually reveal his position. So I think there is a possibility for Enigma to steal that turtle, because look at Hayabusa. Hayabusa is standing in a position where he can actually do that, and we can see there is an initiation coming out from the side of Enigma, but from the side of Enigma, there was a kill, but look at the situation that is going on here, because many things are going on here, so I missed a lot. So in this turtle fight, 3 of the players from the side of Enigma were down, and Mortality was able to secure all of them, and we can see that Julian was able to secure the turret of that mid lane as well. So along with the team fight, they had along with the kills in that team fight, in that particular team fight, they were able to secure the turtle along with the turret. So that's an easy win for them from this specific team fight. And things are actually going for in the side of Mortality at this point, but we cannot be sure of anything yet, because anytime the tables might turn, and we can see the match is going in a passive situation once again, where we can see a rotation in the top lane from the side of Enigma, where Claude is there alone, and he would be facing a corner situation if he does not retrieve from the situation. And we can already see that an Oki Shadow kill was being used on him, and Hayabusa was able to take him down, even though Minotaur was trying to rotate to there, but he was a bit low. He was a bit late. So he could not make it to Claude there, but we can see that Julian is trying to do something, and he might just go for Kufra or Ixia over there. But I would say if he actually locks onto Ixia, that would be a better decision for him, because Kufra is being very tanky at this point, and he can actually bounce off from any situation. So already we can see that they are trying to poke these two players, while in the bottom lane we can see that Ruby is being cornered by three of the players. She is being outnumbered, but Hayabusa used his ultimate on her, but he was not able to take her down because of the turret she had, and already the Lord would be spawning in 10 seconds. And I guess before that, a team fight might break out, and minion range used by Minotaur over there. Julian was taken down by Kufra over there. Another kill secured by Valentina. That is, the Minotaur would be down, and in this point, they are chasing down Ruby as well, and Ruby is grieving. Ruby is being driving away, and I guess she might be taken down, but with the help of that Donnie, like, she was able to escape from the situation. But look at the Valentina's HP; she is in a very low HP, but they would be securing the Lord, I guess, if he does not interfere in the situation. But Terizla was able to secure that Lord. Another Donnie Lord coming up from that Iblis, and he was able to take down Hayabusa over there, but they had to lose another player as well. So yeah, things were in an equalizer if you look at the kill, but the Lord was inside of Enigma, I guess. Yeah, the Lord is in the side of Enigma. So yeah, they, even though they had to lose one player, they actually won the situation, and we can see that they are trying to rotate from that mid lane, and we can see that the Lord is coming from the top lane. So I guess the players of Enigma would be pushing that mid lane tier 3. With that, they would be able to get a better map control, I believe, because there is no one to defend that thing. So they are actually rotating towards the Lord's defense. So I don't know if that's a good decision, because an ultimate is coming out from Lydia over there, and they are trying to take kills, but they were not able to do so. But they might be able to take that turret down. A Dawning Light was used by Xavier, but that was not that much of a useful thing, and we can already see that Uki Shadow is being used by Hayabusa over there. That did not help that much as well, but Minotaur used his ultimate already, and I guess Terizla would be taken down. Yeah, yes, Terizla was taken down by Ruby over there. And from the side of Enigma, they had this initiation of taking down that inhibitor, I guess, but they were not able to do so. So they had to retreat from the situation where the fight is still going on, and in the middle lane they are creating a pressure on the flanks of Mutality. So let's see how things end here, because they have dealt a lot of damage as well. So they should be retreating back, and they are actually doing that same.
Yep. Being said, you see that all the time. Yeah, I think both the teams are doing their best at the moment right now. And Kennedy, on the other hand, 32.3 thousand gold in their bank right now. And on the other hand, Enigma has very similar goal, and it's going to be really good to be going in. This will be a ultimate being used on the side. That's effective, honestly. Is that they will have to rethink their decisions, rethink their strategy as well. Mortality, they're playing very passively because they have already lost 4 of their turrets, and Enigma, on the other hand, only lost 1 of their turrets. So it's a bit of a pressurizing situation for Mortality at the moment. At the same time, I believe that there is a high possibility that they might end up dealing some damage to the whole thing right now, because the Lord will be spawning in about 20 seconds. So I believe that Enigma, they have a higher possibility. Oh my god! Voodoo Pumpkin just secured a kill off Ooredoo, and it's going to be working out in their favor as well. So in the mid lane, we can see that the champion is dealing some damage. The Lord will be spawning in about 5 seconds, and I think it's going to be an easy Lord for Mortality, because some of Enigma, they have already lost the jungler before the Lord gave them these is just trying to do this thing, he's trying to go in, but the Lord will get secured without any competition. Raven just went in after the Lord was taken, and he was able to retreat any possible altercations, honestly. Yeah, I think Hiryu losing his life that early on, even for the Lord, I think that was a very bad decision or play from his side. So it would have been better for Hiryu to stay safe. It would have been better if he stayed a bit back, because there was a chance for Enigma to secure this slot if they had their jungler with them. But the Mortality is leading by almost 2,000 gold, so it's a possibility for them at the moment. In the top believe Claude is going to be destroying on the commercials. Enigma, finally, now Tally are focusing on the turrets once again. They are trying to get in. Claude is destroying the late game too. Team is going to be there. They're going to be securing one of the turrets, but Raven is trying to set down favor. Here you guys already lost a ton of his HP, and it will be better for him if he just goes back into his base and recover some of that lost HP. But it's gonna be on that middle without much competition. Here he was going to take out.
And along with that, they might be going in for the base. We can see that they are cornering out the last player standing from the side of Enigma, and was taken down in the process. The Muto was taken down, and they are going in for the blaze, and the base has been destroyed from the side of Mutuality. So congratulations to them for winning out this round and as well as winning this match. So they played enormously well, and in the first match they were the winners, and in the second match they had to give up that match to Enigma. So yeah, that's an amazing gameplay coming out from this team. So congratulations to Mutuality for winning this round and for winning this match as well. And we would be back for the second match after a very short break.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. 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 I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second match of the night. The first match was truly electrifying, and this is going to be the second match, the second best of three series for tonight, and this is going to be between Zero and Team Ada. So, from the side of Zero, we're seeing Zushin getting banned, and now it's Team Ada's turn to ban something, and I believe that they might go for meta-oriented bans, but nope, they're going to be banning out that Angela. And this is me, your caster Zine, along with the amazing Prerna.
Thank you, Zain, for passing me the mic. And since we already saw a different type of ban coming out from Team Ada, so I can assure you that this match is gonna be hella.
Even the strongest of current fails to save me.
Yep. With that being said, I did not get the second part what Farina said, but yeah, this match is gonna be amazing, that's for sure. And from the side of Team Ada, they're gonna be banning out another support, that's gonna be Florin. And Zero did decide to ban out that Bane right after Zushin. So from both the sides, it's looking pretty decent for now. And if we consider the third ban, I believe that from the side of Zero, it might be another jungler. But Team Ada at the same time, they are. I'm a bit confused about their bans, honestly. But Zero right now, they have a chance to ban out one more hero, and I'm speculating it to be another jungler. And as I said, it's going to be another jungler. It's going to be Roger. It's going to get banned from the side of Zero. And Team Ada right now, they have one last ban remaining. And for the first two bans, they have banned out two supports. And this is going to be their third ban. And is it going to be a triple support ban? I'm very much confused about this because that doesn't seem very feasible. But yeah, at the same time, we do not know for sure what Team Ada is planning to do. So there is a high possibility that they might end up banning something like a Julian or, ooh, it's going to be a Zash that's going to get banned from the side of Team Ada. And yeah, if we do look at the bans in general, it looks very balanced, if you ask me. From the side of Zero, it's one mage getting banned and two other junglers, two high value junglers. And from the side of Team Ada, it's going to be Angela Florin and Zask. And Zask, if we talk about Zask is a menace, honestly, to society at this point, because every single time we have seen Zask getting picked, he has played phenomenally well. And every single time, Zask was single-handedly able to hold the entire game down in his team's favor. And from the side of Team Ada this time, from the side of Zero, they are going to be picking out that Ruby, and currently Ruby is rolling with a retribution, but I don't think that's going to stay for long. And from the side of Team Ada, it's going to be General and No Name who's going to be picking out their heroes. And I'm very curious to see what they're going to be picking, because Julian is still open, Julian is open, and Aurora is open as well, Hylos as well. So yeah, there is a ton of heroes that are still left in the mix, and they are still hovering over that Hylos. And yeah, they will end up picking the Hylos as their first pick. Fair enough.
Yeah, sorry, I was been disconnected for some technical issues, and I'm back here. And as I was saying, that this banning phase already looks very exciting, because look at that, Angela is banned from this situation and from this side, and already there is a Hylos and Ling in this match. So that is gonna be something exciting, and I am very excited to watch this one. And we can already see that Zero is hovering over Valir, and I guess they would be going in for a roamer-oriented pick at this point, because there is already Hylos. So yeah, you might think of something to counter that hero with some other hero. So yeah, if they actually take that, that would actually help them out to see what Team Ada have in their sleeves. But they went in for the EXP lane, and that is Yuzong with a Petrify. So that is one of the best heroes in the EXP lane, I would say. But as we were seeing that they have already picked Ruby as a jungler, I don't think they would be changing that. They have a different strategy for this, I would say. And from the side of Team Ada, we can see that they are going in with the Mincetar. So Mincetar might be moving, or he could be going with the EXP. And on the other hand, we can see from the side of Team Ada, they have banned Amon, since we didn't see any type of we had seen a jungler getting picked from the side of Zero, but Team Ada still doesn't know about that. So yeah, they are actually going in for that jungler oriented ban. I guess that's the reason, I guess, they had this. And if we look at the overall situation, Team Zero might be playing a mind game with the players of Team Ada. So let's see which hero they actually lock onto in banning phase, and they are gonna ban that Aurora, because come on, the amount of damage that comes out from Aurora, and the way her ultimate actually helps in any type of team fight, that is absolutely a nightmare. So yeah, you wouldn't be one of facing Aurora, and that's why I guess Aurora was banned. And from the side of Team Ada, they have decided to lock onto Carmilla, and that was they have decided to ban on Carmilla, and that's an amazing ban, I would say, since there is no type of roamer pick from the side of Zero. So yeah, and if we talk about Carmilla, she is very tanky. She can actually bounce off the damage coming out from the opponent's players. So yeah, that's a very good ban, I would say. So the last ban of this session would be coming out from Zero, and they went for the Valentina ban. And as we can see, that Team Ada do not have any type of mage yet. So yeah, that was a pretty amazing ban, I would say, because they have went for Zushin, they have went for Aurora, and they have also banned out that Valentina, which leaves Team Ada with very limited options for the mid lane. But still, there is Vexana, and there is Zask has been banned, so there is Vexana. There might be a Lunox pick as well, but we can see from the side of Team Ada, they are going in with a Kupra pick. So that is something I am actually excited to watch, because if we look at the situation at this point, they have two tanky players already, which is Hylos and Kufra, and also Mensitar would be there in EXP. So I'm not sure which player is going in which lane. I guess Hylos might be going in for the mid lane. What do you think?
There's a high possibility for that, and if we do look at both the sides, I think Team Ara has a better lineup in this match because they have that high lows, and I'm a bit confused. They have a high lows, they have a Minsitar, and they have a Kufra. So that is a bit complicated. So yeah, from both the sides, it's looking too good, honestly, if you ask me. And I'm facing a bit of an issue. So Prerna, could you please handle the game for a bit?
Sure, absolutely. And from the side of Zero, we can see that Alucard is there with a retribution as well. So I guess Ruby would be changing that retribution for now, but they have a Diggy in their team as well. So yeah, there would be anti-crowd control from the side of Zero. So I don't think Hylos would be able to do much of that. And we can see that there was a Faramis pick from the side of Team Ada. So Hylos might be going in for that marksman lane, because from the side of Zero as well, we are not seeing usual type of strategy that we see in the team fight. So both of the teams have a very, very interesting lineup. So I am super excited to watch this match, because I am not able to predict anything at this point, because they left me with no choice at this point, because we aren't seeing any type of marksman from any of the teams. So I am confused at this point that where is Ruby gonna go, where is this Alucard gonna go, or where is Hylos gonna play, because I have seen that there was Faramis. So yeah, Faramis would be the one playing in the mid lane. So where is Hylos gonna play, in the marksman lane?
Well, in the recent meta that we have seen, that it's possible to use fighters in the XP lane as well as the gold lane. So I believe that both the teams, Team Ada and Zero, they are trying to use that formation. And marksmen in general have been a bit weak in the current meta. So not picking a marksman is nothing that exceptional, but I always think that it's safer to pick a marksman, because you never know how long the game will continue for, right? So having a marksman is like an insurance, honestly, because if you have a marksman in the late game, there is something that you always have to rely on. But just relying on fighters for the late game is going to be a bit problematic, but that is the current meta right now, because we have seen that, and I did some study on if we are being dumb or if the meta has actually shifted, and turns out the meta did end up shifting. So yeah, currently marksmen are not that favored, and instead it's the fighters with high damage that are being focused for the goal lane, and they are still doing the similar amount of job regarding that situation. But at the same time, personally, I believe that there should always be one goal laner that should be a marksman, honestly. Like, that's just my opinion, that's my personal opinion, but you never know. Like, we're not in the pro league anymore, so yeah, the pros know better what they're going to be picking and what they're going to be using. So overall, that's a very good lineup from both the sides, if you ask me. But again, the insight, the opinion that I have right now is the same, and I believe that marksman should actually be prioritized fair enough.
I think that as well, but and I was expecting one of the teams picking out one marksman, but both the teams are going for the 3 fighter strategy. So that is something we are gonna actually enjoy a lot. But since the teams are taking a lot of time to get prepared, I guess they have some technical issues as well. So we might be taking a very short break at this point. So we are back in the land of Dawn, and we can already see that the match has started, and we are seeing a rotation from the mid lane, and where we can see that Kufra has taken a lot of damage from Valor and Ruby, and whereas in the gold lane we are seeing actually Ruby and Vincent are facing off each other, and in the EXP lane there is Halos and there is that Yuzong. So yeah, that's an amazing fight going on in both the lanes with these fighters. And if we look at the overall situation at this point, Team Zero was able to secure a kill of Hylos over there, and we can already see that how Mincetar is actually going on Ruby, and he would be able to retreat from the situation because from the side of Team Ada, we can see that there was an rotation on the top lane. So Ruby would be outnumbered if she actually tries to do something in this situation. And we can see the rotation is going on to that mid lanes area because they would be clearing out the lanes, and then they might be going in for the EXP lane as well, because we can see that Hylos was actually facing a bit of problem to face off Yuzong over there, so they wouldn't wanna lose their EXP laner continuously. So yeah, I guess that would be the situation. But since there is no type of fight still going on, they are actually trying to get vision of each other, I would say. And we can see a Black Dragon use from the Yuzong already, which was, I don't know why he actually used that, and an ultimate coming out from Hylos as well. A team fight is breaking out over there. Faramis used his ultimate as well, and we can already see that Jiggy is being taken down by Ling over there, and the team fight is still going on. And I guess Faramis would be able to take down one kill, and he was able to secure the kill of Yuzong over there. So what an amazing gameplay coming out from Team Ada at this point, and they might be going in for the total at this point because there is only Alucard who would be there, and he would be stopped right there with the players of Team Ada, and he was taken down instead. And Faramis was the one to secure his kill. So if we look at Faramis, he is in a 201 KDA already, and it is just 5 minutes of the match, and they were able to secure the turtle, and they are actually going for invasion of the buff. And on the opponent, we can see that Diggy is getting melted down, and Diggy will be taken down by Kupra over there. And even though Ling had tried to take down Yuzong, Yuzong was able to secure the kill of Ling over there. And since they have lost one of their damage dealers, I guess they would be retreating from the situation, and they would be rotating towards the top lane, or they might just go back to their base already soon.
Yep, there's a high possibility for that, but at the same time, Team Ada currently are leading with about 700, 800 gold in their favor, but it's going to be a fight in the bottom lane as well. And in the top lane, General did try to get a crowd control down on the Ruby, but that was not successful. And the turtle will be spawning in about 72 seconds, so that's a long time. And I think it's the perfect time for every single one of the junglers to secure their buff, secure as much jungles as possible, creeps, and it's going to be a fight in the bottom lane, but it's going to be Hylos against Yuzong. That doesn't seem like a fair, seem like a fair fight to me, because Yuzong has that amount of damage and that region as well, but Hylos, on the other hand, can only deal damage in very close situations, but that's the Yuzong is going to lose the XP crap. But in the top lane, we can see that Shadow is trying to get the lethal water down, and Zion is just trying to farm as much as possible. And in the top lane is going to be Rui versus Minstar. Very over, like, it's a very good lineup. Like, honestly, I'm expecting them to play a bit better, but it's going to be Zion who's going to be coming out, and it's going to be an engage coming out from the Link, but I don't think that's going to be successful. And Hylos is in a very bad possession right now, but he will be able to get back from that situation. Shadow did try to get a sneak kill down on that Hylos, but it's going to be Zion who's going to be screening him out. But at the same time, in the top lane, it's going to be the turtle that's going to be spawning out in about 7 seconds. And in about 7 seconds, the turtle is going to come out, and it's going to be Baby MV who's going to try and get us set up down, but it's not going to be a possibility for the time being. And General, if you look at him, he is trying his best to get the situation down. And in the upper side of the map, we can see that the turtle is getting bursted out, and Shadow is just trying to deal as much damage as possible. It's going to be Tams who's going to get bursted out, and it might be over for Tams, but he will be able to survive using his ultimate. And this is a very good team fight going in right now. We are not sure about who's winning it, but Shadow did get a kill, and it's going to put them in a bit of an advantage. And Hylos is in a very bad situation. Sora might end up taking his kill. Aushia is in a bad situation as well. And from the side of Team Ada, they have already lost 3 of their players, and nobody from Zero was compromised, and that is a team fight that goes in favor of Zero, and they will secure the turtle without any competition whatsoever. And the Ruby is just trying to, get the get the orange buff away from Link, and Link is near his purple buff, and he will be able to secure that without much of a problem. And Shadow did end up securing the turtle, and Link is currently back online, and still hasn't realized that he's losing his red buff, and yeah, his orange buff did end up getting taken away by Kufra and not Ruby, but that's better than, letting the enemy have a taste of your own buff. And that, look at that sustain coming out from Sora. Sora was able to almost sustain for a very long period of time in a 1v3 situation before getting taken out by Baby AMV, if I'm not wrong. And in the bottom lane, it's still nothing exceptional. Everything is as normal as it can be in the XP lane. But Ling, along with that Minsatar, is going to be securing the tier 3 in the top lane. And in the mid lane, they're trying to formulate a bit of a pressure. Spix is there, and there's Shadow as well. And Zion is going to be able to deal some amount of damage, and they will have to retreat for the time being. Shadow almost getting taken out, but Zion will be using the ultimate just to get away from that situation, because he is not prepared for any sort of altercations right now. And in the bottom lane, it's a team fight. It's a very good fight going on between the Hylos and the Yuzong. Very typical, but very necessary as well. And Zion is farming as much as possible. Zion is already level 11, and if we do consider Shadow, he's also level 11. So none of the junglers are falling behind at the moment. So that's a very good sign for both the teams paired up.
Yeah, I think that as well. And nothing crazy is going on in the Land of Dawn at this moment, because we can see that the Lord will be spawning in 30 seconds. So I don't think any type of fight might break down before that, because none of the players would be ready to give out the kills already. But there is a fight already going on in the mid lane side, and might be taken down. Yeah, Alucard was taken down over there, but Minzita had to give out his kill to Ruby, and we can already see that Hylos used his ultimate already, but he wouldn't be able to do much at that point. But Kupra was taken down by Valir. But look at the Paramis, he is still trying to get an opportunity to lock onto a player, but he did not get that opening. Instead, they had to lose 2 of their main players, and they were able to secure 1 kill only. And if we look at the situation at this point, the Lord has gone, but no one is actually caring for that, and they are trying to get hold of that middle lane tier 3, and Paramis might get taken down in the situation, and Paramis was taken down by Ruby at this point, and with a lot of damage being dealt, Hylos had to retreat from the situation. And we can already see that Dige is there to guard the Lord, whereas I guess Yuzong might be initiating on Kufra instead of going to the Lord, and he actually did that. And Paramis is still trying to get a vision, or he is trying to lock onto a player, but because of the distance, he is not able to do so. But look at the situation going on at this point. The Lord is still there. No one is committing to that. Ling is there as well. So I am hoping Team Ada might start initiation on the Lord, because you have a Ling in your team. So yeah, take the advantage of that. But instead, we can see that Ruby is the one distracting the players of Team Ada, where Zero is actually committing on the Lord. But Minsitar is there. He was there all the time, telling his team about the Lord's vision, and already we can see an amazing ultimate coming out from Paramis. But instead, Minsitar was taken down because of the Paramis ultimate. The Team Ada had a revitalization, but for a bit, but Kupra was taken down instead, and we can already see that Alucard was able to slay the Lord, and the first Lord of this match will be going to Zero. So with the help of that Lord, I guess they would be pushing to that middle lane tier 3. What do you think, Zane?
Yep, and that would be a very good decision on their part, but at the same time, we'll have to take into consideration of the fact that Zero currently is leading with the gold as well. But if we do consider the late game, I think there is a high chance for Team Ada to come back into this, because the Ling is capable of doing a lot of split pushes in the late game. And look at that, Shadow is going to be destroying the tier 3 in the top lane, and Zion is just dealing some damage to Spix at the moment. But at the same time, their chances of them doing something is fairly low, and that was Shadow trying to get a sneaky one down for on Zion, but he was able to survive that as well. The mid lane tier 3 is going to get compromised from the side of Team Ada, and in the bottom lane, the Yuzong is going to have to face off against both the Hylos and the Ling. But at the same time, the mid lane tier 3 tier 2 might end up getting taken down. The Lord is marching from the bottom lane, and Team Ada is trying their best to defend the Lord as much as possible, but that might not be a possibility. And the Lord will end up making it to the tier Oof, look at that. Amazing.
Ooh.
Coming from that Ruby, but General was able to survive by using his flicker, and that was a good play on his part as well. But Ruby outdid himself on that fight, and that was almost a kill getting secured from the side of Zero. But it's gonna be Sora that's gonna get taken out at the moment, and Nausea was the one who got the shutdown. And with that being said, Nausea will be getting his Lightning Truncheon down currently, and that's gonna end up working a bit in his favor as well. In the top lane is the Mincetar that's gonna be defending, and Zion is still trying to get his buffs down. But this match is getting a bit tougher for Zion as the time goes on. But the Ling has potential to split push as well, so that might end up working in their favor. But for the time being, it's not looking too good for the Ling. And on the other hand, Shadow has been maintaining a 1-2-4 KDA, but he's been playing phenomenal. But they did end up getting a sneaky kill on Shadow before. But I think the one who deserves the most credit out of everyone from the side of Zero is their Valor, as he has been playing phenomenal. And I think, Prerna, there's something going on with the mages in this tournament. Like every single one of the mages are outdoing themselves, and they are being the backbone for their entire team. And we have been noticing that for a very, very long time.
Yeah, I agree with you in that, because in all the matches we have seen the mages are going very phenomenal, and we can see at the top lane Alucard was being outnumbered and he was being taken down, whereas we can see in the mid lane Paramis is trying to defend this tier 2 that inhibitor turret of the mid lane, but I don't think he would be able to do much of damage to that. And on the other hand, we can see that Sora is being cornered, and I guess Sora would be taken down just because of the spell buff she has. She was able to retrieve from she was able to sustain for a bit, but Kufra was the one to take her down. And with that being said, we can see from the side of Team Zero, they have lost two of their main players, for which they have to retrieve from the situation at this point. But the Lord is there, so let's see if Spix is able to do anything in that Lord fight, because we can already see that he was the one to initiate the fight in that place, but he had to retrieve from the situation because he would be outnumbered. But if we look at the situation at this point, from the side of Team Ada, they had to lose their bottom lane's inhibitor, but Lee was the one to secure that Lord. But the team fight is still going on, and even though there is no player to back up Alucard, that's why Alucard had to retrieve from the situation as well, because the Lord has been taken. So he, if he continues to fight back, that would be actually unnecessary. So yeah, that's an amazing decision coming out from him, and the Lord will be coming from the top lane. And if we look at the overall situation, Team Ada was able to secure only one turret, that is in the bottom lane, but with that Lord, I guess they would be able to secure one or two turrets, but that's not I'm not sure of that as well. And we can see that Sora is being cornered, and I guess there would be a follow-up, and Sora was the one to take down Ling over there, but Sora was taken down, and she was outnumbered there, obviously. And we can see that the Lord is pressurizing them as well. So yeah, I guess that Black Dragon form would not be that useful, because we can see that they are trying to melt him down, and he is facing a lot of problem while sustaining in that situation. And Mincetar was the one to kill him, and already we can see that Valor was the one to get that double kill. And as you said, Beam, that in all the matches, these mages are actually doing very well. And in this situation as well, we could see that Spix was the one to get 2 kills, and he was outnumbered there. Even though he was outnumbered, he was able to take 2 of the players down while the whole team was fighting in the top lane. So yeah, kudos to him.
Yeah, see, the mages are doing all the work, honestly. And sorry. If we do look at the situation right now, Zero is still leading with 2 kills, and they have secured two more turrets, honestly, and that is going a lot in their favor. So overall, if you consider the situation, currently Sora is trying to go into a team fight, and that does not work out in his favor. And Sora is doing a lot of things, and General might end up getting taken down, but he's able to survive for now. And this is the U zone going in, and with that being said, Zero is dominating this team fight in the meantime, and everyone from the side of Team Ada had to retreat, and they were kind of forced into retreating, honestly, because they did go into the fight with the intention to win, but every single one of them got bursted out very early on, and it was none other than Spix who dealt all that damage. So man, I'm very much impressed Spice picks at the moment, and he's just playing so phenomenally well. Even against a Ling, his Valor is able to survive, and that is something that you deserve a lot of credit for. And in the meantime, if we look at the top lane, it is General versus, it's General and the Hylos as well. So General did try to get a hook down, but it won't be possible for the time being. The Lord is going to be spawning in about a second, and with that being said, the Lord is going to be targeted by the side of Team Zero. And Team Ada at the same time are trying to set something up near the Lord, but it might not be a possibility. Towns is getting bursted out, but he will have to use a time journey in order to survive. Towns is in a very bad situation right now, and he might end up getting taken down by that Hylos. And this time it is none other than Sora doing himself. And
Oh my God.
MB is gonna get taken down. What is happening in this team fight? 2 players remain from the side of Team Ada and from the side of Team Zero. 3 players remain, and Zion might end up getting taken down by that first, but he will be able to survive. And Shadow is trying to march onwards to the mid lane, but he will have to retreat for the time being. And look at that, Zion is not getting the chance to retreat and recall right now,
Oh
but
my
Shadow
God.
might have made a mistake, and Shadow might end up taking down, but Shadow using the ultimate will be able to survive. It's a very good gameplay coming out from the Shadow. And in the top lane, Ling is still trying to go back to his base, and Diggy did play his part in not retreating and in not letting the Ling retreat back to the base, and that was a very good play on his part as well. Fair enough.
Yeah, absolutely amazing gameplay coming out from both the junglers, where we could see that Ling was there and he did not actually recall to his base and he was just clearing out his lanes, where we could see that Alucard was in a very low HP, but he has still managed to survive the situation and he used his ultimate to retrieve from the situation. But the way he was cornered, I thought he would be taken down, but that's an absolute amazing gameplay coming out from him. And already we can see that Zion is taking a lot of damage, but he would be able to retrieve from the situation for time being. And already we can see that Kupra is trying to initiate something, but he is getting melted down, and I guess his kill will be taken by someone there. But we can already see that yes, Kupra was taken down by that Valley, and Mizita was taken down by Shadow over there, and Shadow has been taken down by Hylos, and the team fight is still going on, and where Sora was being taken down by Link, and Hylos was again taken down by that Speaks. And if you talk about the mage gameplay, we can see that his KDA is 8010, which is absolutely phenomenal. And if you ask me, he is kind of carrying the team, I would say, because look at the damage coming out from this player, and that is actually helping in the team fight and also in securing kills and also in securing objectives at this point. So if the mage is not taken down by Team Eda, they might have to face a lot more problem, because look at the KDA of Faramis instead. That is 445. That is not bad as well. So both the mages are doing their best, but I would give Valir an upper hand here, because look at the damage that this mage is dishing out. So uh, if you look at the situation at this point, things are going very passive, I would say, because no one is committing to the Lord. And if you look at Yuzong, he is just trying to provide vision for his teammates, and already we can see that he is trying to distract the players of Team Ada. And even though he was there to distract them, Team Ada did not fall for the trap. Instead, they are actually lurking around that Lord. So another fight might break out any time, because we can see that Yuzong is trying to go deep inside the Team Ada's trap. So I guess he should be maintaining a distance at this point, because there would be a Lord fight and his team might need him in the situation. But if we look at Sora, she was trying to do a split push, but I guess she would be outnumbered there and she might get cornered over there, because in the backline there is Kupra. So yeah, any type of engage from that player might cost him his life, and we can already see that Tanz is being taken. Tanz is taking a lot of damage, and he might get taken out at any time, because the team fight has broken out and a lot of is going on in that particular place. And Alucard was instead taken down by Faramis over there, when we can see that Hylos was taken down, and I guess another player might get taken down from this situation, because already we can see that Sora was dealing a lot of damage and she was taken down by Hylos over there. But look at the health of that Lee and as well as that Kufra. They are in a very low HP, but since there is no one to follow up Valir and Yuzong at this point, they have to retrieve from the situation. And if we look at the overall situations, even though it was looking good for Zero for a moment, it is Team Ada now who are actually committing on the turtle, and they would be able to secure the sorry, for the Lord, and they would be securing that Lord without any competition, because no one from the side of Team Zero was there. And we saw a very amazing Black Dragon form used from Yuzong over there, but there is no one to follow him up, so he should retreat, and he did retreat to the base directly. So if you ask me, uh, the initiations coming out from Shadow is absolutely amazing, even though he is not getting any type of openings, but he is trying to do something, and that is actually helping Team Zero. And we can already see that the Lord is coming from the top lane. So I guess they would be able to defend this Lord, because the damage dealers are on their foot again, and Ruby is there, and Alucard is there as well. But this Lord will have a lot of HP, so this might take time. And on the other hand, we can see that Kufra is trying to um, push the turrets, and he was able to take down a turret. And in the other hand, we can see that Ling is in the bottom lane, and he might just invade that red buff, and he would be able to secure that red buff of Alucard's. And we can already see that by defending that Lord, they are actually rotating towards the bottom lane where the players of Team Ada are. So let's see if any type of team fight breaks out there, because I am hoping that it might start anytime, because if we look at the situation, if we look at the current situation, Team Ada and Team Zero both are going very aggressive, and no one is actually letting anyone have the upper hand. And we can see that Sora was dealing a lot of damage on Zion, and there is a fight going on in the blue buff of Team Zero, and we might see 2 or 3 players getting down over there, because Black Dragon is there. And with the help of that Paramis's ultimate, Team Ada was able to sustain in that situation, but they are still trying to stay back on their feet, and they are still sustaining. So no one was taken down in this particular team fight. So both the team's players were actually playing very well in the situation, because they were dealing a lot of damage, and they were able to sustain from that. And look at the dive coming out from the Team Ada side. Even though there's the turret, they did not hesitate twice to actually dive into that. But Faramis, on the other hand, actually got very deep into side of Team Zero's inhibitor, and he was being taken down. Whereas we can see that while Faramis was taken down, the other players were actually able to retrieve from the situation, and Faramis is already back on his feet again. So that's one thing about Faramis that is very irritating. And we can already see that a team fight is breaking out in the mid lane, and there might be another kill from the side of Team Zero, but another Netherrealm, and that actually helped Team Ada to sustain in the situation, and they were able to secure 2 of the kills from the side of Team Zero. But on their side, they had to lose 2 of the damage dealers as well. It was Kufra who was able to secure double kill, but from the side of Team Zero, they are still trying to get down the Faramis, but that won't be possible. They have to retreat as well, because their HP is low as well, and the Lord has spawned as well. So yeah, that's a very pretty wise decision, I would say, from the side of Team Zero Z.
Yep, I will agree. And this match has been continuing for the past 25 minutes. Everyone already has all of their items except for Ruby. I think she decided to sell something in order to get something else, and yeah, that's currently in the process. But Ruby, I believe everyone has their items, all of their items decked out. So in the current situation, it's looking good for Zero, if you ask me, because they still have a lot of towers standing. But Team Ada only has 1 inhibitor standing, and the rest of their turrets are already gone. So overall, if you do consider the situation, it's looking fairly good for Team Zero right now. But Team Ada, on the other hand, they are not leaving the game either. So that's a very first match in the best of 3 series, I believe. And with that being said, I think it's time for both the teams to engage, because both the teams have all of their players ready, and they are trying to get near the Lord, and both the teams are trying to set something up, but that's not a possibility right now. But Sora has already started to Lord, but on the side of Team Ada, they still have the upper hand. They are trying to set something up. Zion is already there near the Lord, and I think he's just waiting for the perfect opportunity to buy right in the fight, and deal some damage and the Lord steal. So that might be a possibility. But look at that, the Alucard did end up killing all the minions, and now he's formulating push in the bottom lane. The general has to stay back in order to defend the minions that are coming. Shadow is getting bursted out, and that's going to be a team fight that's going to break out in the moment, and it is going to be Hylos that's going to get bursted out, and is going to be Cult Alter that will end up saving the Hylos. But look at that output coming from General, and General will end up securing Loki's kill as well as his kill. Finally, Vix has died once in the entire game, and it was due to Zion and his timely intervention. And with that being said, Tans is already there, trying to use the time journey to delay the players from the side of Team Ada as much as possible, but I think that is going to be game over for Zero. Even though they had the lead, they had the advantage, they had every single thing required that they needed to win, but lastly it was just Team Ada with that insane engage, and that one single engage is gonna get the victory for the first match of the best of 3 series between Zero and Team Ada. And with that being said, it's been a long match, and that was a beautiful match, and Team Ada came out victorious. With that being said, we are going to go for a short break. After that, we'll be back with the second match of the best of 3 series. Till then, stay tuned and be right back.
Girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the second best of three series of the night. And this is the second match in the best of three series, where, if I'm not wrong, the first match did go in favor of Team Ada, and this time they are picking similar picks. Honestly, like last match, then is gonna be picking the Ling once again. And if we do look at their bans, it's pretty similar. Like in the last match, they banned the Angela, Florin, and Zast as well, but this time they have decided to ban that Carmilla and Kagura as well. But on the other hand, from the side of Zero, they banned out that Zushin, Bane, Hylos, Valentina, as well as that Faramis. And yeah, that's a very good ban from both the sides. And if we do look at their team combination from the side of Team Ada, they are rolling with a Ruby for the XP lane, the Roger for the goal lane, and Zion with the Ling for the jungling lane. And from the side of Zero, they have decided to go with that Yuzong as their XP laner, that Diggy as their roamer, Xborg. I'm a bit confused. Maybe they can use the Xborg as their jungler, but it might get used as the goal laner as well. And lastly, we have Spix playing that amazing Valir once again. And if we have noticed one thing from the last match, Verona, it is that Spix with Valir is going to be a complete menace to everyone from the side of Team Ada, because that's what we have witnessed in the previous match.
Exactly, and when he was taken down, the team was taken down. So yeah, that's with that being said, there is nothing to explain that he was the one who was actually guarding his team and who was actually carrying the team the whole time. And we can see the from the side of Team Ada, they have went for Matilda and Lilia over there. So yeah, if you look at the lineup already, they have a lot of damage and they have healing. They have a supporter over there. So yeah, things would be problematic for Team Zero because if we have seen that in any match there is any type of support hero, that actually it becomes very tough for the opponents. And whereas in this particular round they have went for Roger, so I guess Roger would be going in as a marksman. And if we look at the opponent, we can still see that they have acquired decent amount of damage and a lot of anti-crowd control, but I don't think that is still enough to face this Team Ada, because in the lineup we are seeing a balance. But if we look at Team Zero, they are not looking balanced, but I would say that's a decent lineup as well, because if they are able to pull out the gameplay, the lineup won't matter that much. What do you think, Singh?
Yep. As we have seen in the previous matches as well, lineups are somewhat important, but they do not decide the entire course of the game. So lineups are obviously important. I'm not saying that they are not important. Synergies between the heroes, the comfort heroes, everything
Seconds till the
matters
enemy
quite a bit.
reaches the
But it's
battlefield.
going to be the
Smash
players that are
them!
going to be executing all of those heroes.
Exhaust
So the
all!
players are the main key factor of the entire thing. So without further ado, let's get on with this match, and it's gonna be Shadow with that export that's going to be jungling in this match, and they are still going with that three fighter strategy. So that is a very good strategy, as we have seen in the previous match as well. But from the side of Team Ada, it's looking fairly normal, and they are also no, they're not rolling with three fighter strategy, but they have a phenomenal balance to their whole lineup. And if we do look at that, Roger is going in early, and he's going to end up losing a ton of HP. But at the same time, in the Little Wanderer section, both of the teams are trying their best to secure that Little Wanderer, and nobody is gonna get the Little Wanderer yet. And it's gonna be Ling that's gonna come, and with that retribution, he'll be securing the Little Wanderer without much of an issue. And if we consider the jungling speed on Ling, I think he's far superior than Xborg in the current state of the things, and because he's already taken both his buffs, the Little Wanderer, and all of the creeps as well. So, on the other hand, Shadow is struggling quite a bit to jungle, and look at that already. Zayan has gotten to level 4, so has Shadow, and it's gonna be Baby MV who's gonna be scouting the entire place out, and they're still not going to engage. I think it's still too early for either of the teams to engage in the current situation. And in the top lane, it's a fight between Roger and the Dyrod. But I think if Zion goes in, there's a chance that Dyrod might get taken out. But Zion decided that it was probably not the best decision at that moment, and the turtle will be spawning in about 5 seconds. And I believe that both the teams have a 50-50 chance on this turtle, Perna, because none of them are leading considerably in the gold in the net worth. And currently, if we look at the bottom lane, there is a chance of fight forming out, and Nausea is there along with Mr. No Name, and from the side of Zero, they have already started taking the turtle down. And yeah, Zion is trying his best to just being near there and trying to do something, and that Yuzong is trying to target Zion, and Zion is going to get targeted, but he will be able to survive. Shadow will be securing the turtle without any problem whatsoever, and it is going to be Baby Envy who's going to take a lot of damage, and Ruby is taking a lot of damage as well. But oh my god, look at Spix. He has bursted out Ruby's HP to almost 20%, and that was a phenomenal play on his part. And if we do look at the current state of things, it's going in favor of Team Zero, if you ask me, Perla.
I think that as well, because look at the damage coming out from Valir and from that Xborg at this point. That is insane. And if we look at the current situation, things are going very passive, where we can see that Lilia is trying to set up something for Team Zero, and where Batilda is actually guarding the buff, I would say, for Ling. And if we look at the top lane, Roger is there, and there might be a rotation coming towards him, which he is unaware of probably, but he was able to understand that situation, and he is playing very safe, but he is not yet completely safe, because we can see from the backline there is initiation coming out from Xborg. So I guess they might have to face a corner situation. Even though Matilda is there, being Matilda being so squishy, I guess she is in a problematic situation as well. So I guess it would be better for them if they retrieve from the situation, and they were able to retrieve from the situation, whereas I guess Team Zero might have to face problem over here, because the turret would be pressurizing them. But first blood was secured by Dyrus over there, but Dyrus was taken down with the help of the turret, and I guess Shadow might have to face a bit of problem. And if Zen actually committed on Shadow, it would be game over for Shadow at this point. But actually, I guess Zen actually did not notice that thing, and that is quite unfortunate. But if we look at the bottom lane, Ruby is still clearing out the lanes, and I guess she would be securing a bit of gold from the turret, but she did not risk this one, and she was able to retreat from a situation. And if we look at the situation at this point, we can see a rotation coming towards that turtle, because that's what's important for both the teams at this point. Because look at that goal difference, that is not that much, and they are also in an equalizer of the kills. So yeah, any team which would get that turtle would have a bit of goal lead, so that would be actually advantageous for them. And already we can see that the black dragon was used by Yuzong over there, and they are trying to commit on the turtle. I guess they would be able to secure the turtle, and since we do not see that much of poking coming out from Team Ada, and yeah, Ling was able to steal that turtle with an amazing retribution coming out from him. But in the meanwhile, Matilda would be taken down by Exborg, and with that being said, they would be retreating, and I guess they would be going in for that mid lane tier 3, because we can already see that they are trying to commit on Lilia, but Lilia had that black shoe, and she was able to retrieve from the situation with a very, very low HP, and she needs to go back to that base, but they have to lose a turret in this process, I guess. And we can already see that General is trying to do something, but he has to retreat to his own lane because Dairoth is there, and Dairoth might just push that turret, and Dairoth must just get taken down over there, I guess, and Dairoth would be taken down by Roger over there. There is a possibility of Tans getting down over there, but they did not chase him down, and he was able to retrieve from the situation. So we could see a very good aggression coming out from Team Zero as well as Team Ada. So no one is actually giving anyone any upper hand or any situation where they might actually have to fall behind. So things are going very neck to neck at this point, and there is a goal lead of just 300 to 400 gold, and which is clearly not enough, but that's a goal lead. Fine, but I don't think that would be enough for the snowballing they are trying to plan. And if I look at the situation in the bottom lane, four of the players are trying to set up a situation, set up a gank initiation for Yuzong, but that's not, I think, what they should be focusing on, because Yuzong would not be falling for the trap. And in the meanwhile, we can see in the top lane, Roger is getting cornered, and I guess Roger would be taken down this time, but he managed to retrieve from the situation, but he had to give up that turret to Dairoth, and instead we can see that a rotation came out in the top lane, but Team Ada is actually facing a problem there, and I guess Lilia would be taken down, and Lilia was taken down by Valid over there. I thought Lilia would be able to do something there, but Lilia got down instead. So things are looking bit confusing at this point, because we cannot actually predict anything, because we can already see that from the side of Team Zero they are trying to commit on the turtle, and from the side of Team Ada no one is there to compete for it, because even though Ruby was there, Ruby had to retreat because she knew that if she actually went into there, she might have been taken down. And Ling was waiting for a stealing opportunity, I guess, but he did not get that opening, and he had to retreat as well. And if you look at the bottom lane at this point, we can see that Ruby is being cornered, where in the back lane she has to face Xborg, and in the front lane she has to face that Valir as well. So a lot of damage is coming out, and Ruby will be taken down by Diggy instead. And I guess if they had been in pressure, they would be easily securing the turret, but Lilia is there, and Lilia has her ultimate, so she would be creating a pressurized moment for Team Zero at this point, I guess, because no damage dealer is there to actually defend her. So what do you think, Zin? Who might have the upper hand in the next Lord fight?
Well, in the next Lord fight, I think there is a high chance for Zero to have the upper hand, because look at that. Their snowball, it has already reached the 3,000 gold mark. And with that being said, the Link is a bit behind if we are considering the levels, honestly, because he is currently level 10 and barely he was level 11. But Shadow has already completed 50% of the level 11 mark. And now, again, Ruby is going to get targeted in the bottom lane, but it's going to be Sphinx that's going to be securing the turtle for the side of Zero, and Zero has already secured 3 turrets, while Team Ana has not secured any turret in the meantime, and Zion is on the verge of losing his orange buff, honestly, and I think Zion's position got compromised, and he will be securing his orange buff by using the retribution. But that might be a bit problematic because the Lord will be spawning in about 17 seconds, and that can be a bit of a problem for Zion. But I think his retribution will be arriving before the Lord is engaged, and that might not be the biggest problem that they have in hand right now. Because if you do consider the whole thing, I think a Zero is dominating the entire field right now, and they are gonna be going for that Lord very soon, I believe. And this game is not. I'm not honestly sure about where this game is gonna take a turn because currently it's looking kind of one-sided in favor of Zero. But Team Ada in the last match as well, they were lacking behind in some aspects, but in the late game they were able to come back. So we cannot say anything for sure. But yep, the Black Dragon form is gonna be used, and I think Ling is the one who's gonna get targeted, and Ling will be taken out by Sora. With that being said, Shadow will be securing the Lord as well. Sora will be securing Ruby's kill. Nauje is in a very bad situation, and he might get taken out as well. Shadow is going to be using the last insanity. With that being said, Nauje is going to get taken out, and we can see some aggression from the side of Zero right now because as we've seen in the last match, Zero was leading once like they are right now, but in one particular moment they lost the entire match, and that was at the 25 minutes mark, I believe, and that is something that might happen in this game as well. But the chances of that happening is, I believe, is comparatively low. But Sora is getting targeted by that Matilda, but that won't be much of a problem for him. And Shadow is just trying to deal as much damage as possible. But with that Firaga armor, he was able to retreat. And with that being said, the Lord is already locked onto the middle lane inhibitor, but the mid lane inhibitor still has the energy outburst left. But in the meantime, Nausea is getting targeted out by Sora, but Nausea will be able to survive using the black shoes. So currently, Zero is leading with approximately 7,000 gold, and that is a very good lead if you ask me. And Team Ada has already lost all of their turrets except the inhibitors, so it's not looking too good for them. But look at the damage coming out from the Roger as well as Zion. So they are retaining some of their damage, and this damage can be a bit crucial in the upcoming team fights. But at the same time, Zero, they have not died much. Like only 2 kills have been given to Team Ada, and both of them were from Sora. So other than Sora, everyone is currently leading in the gold charts if we consider that. But at the same time, we cannot say anything for sure because Team Ada, they still have the opportunity to backdoor into the game, but chances are not looking too good for Team Ada right now, Perla, if you ask me.
Yeah, I think that as well. But have you noticed that whoever is in that red team is actually playing phenomenal in this whole tournament? And if we look at the situation at this point, this is going very passive. And look at that Yuzong. He is trying to clear out the lane all by himself, whereas Team Ada is trying to defend him with 3 of the players, and they are now going for the rotation towards that Dyrod. So I guess Dyrod have to retreat from the situation, and there is a blue buff invasion going on from the side of Team Zero, and I guess they would be able to take that buff. And since there is no one to defend that thing from Team Ada, so things are looking actually pretty good for Team Zero at this point. And the Lord would be there in 25 seconds. So before that, I guess Team Ada should maintain their distance, and Team Zero should play safe as well, because since they have this upper hand, they shouldn't be giving out their kills, and they are actually not trying to do that as well. And we can already see that they are maintaining their distance instead. And if we look at the top lane, Dareth is trying to clear out the lanes, and I guess he might just do any sneaky attack any moment. And if we look at the Lord situation at this point, Xborg and Vale are trying to take that Lord, where Dareth is actually rotating, and I guess the Lord would be taken by Team Zero, because there is Digi to divert the players of Team Ada, and there is then this Yuzong who is actually scouting on the situation, and he is also able to divert the players of Team Ada. And with that being said, Xborg was able to take that Lord, and the Lord would be coming from that top lane, I believe. And if we look at the whole overall situation, Yuzong is going back to his lane to clear out the minion pressure, and also Dairos would be going back to his lane, I guess, and Ling is there. So let's see if Zan is able to retrieve from the situation, or if he actually initiates any fight. But Zan did not do over aggression there, and he retreated after just securing the creep. And there is Sora, and he retreated from that place. I guess he did not want to start any fight before that buff appeared. So already we can see that the Lord is coming from the top lane, where there is Ling, there is the whole team of Team Ada, and in the bottom lane we can already see that the minion pressure is actually putting Team Ada to a corner position, and already the Lord has secured that inhibitor of the top lane, and the bottom lane's inhibitor is in a very low HP as well. From the side of Team Zero, they are actually going aggressive at this point, and I guess they would be securing kills, and the Lord would be defended. So I am not sure yet if they would be able to lock onto that base, because things are looking good for Team Ada at this point, because they are in a full HP, where the players of Team Zero are in a very low HP. So they should be retreating without giving out any kill at this point, because we can already see that Xborg's immortality has popped out, and he should be the one who should retreat at this point, because he is in a very low HP and he does not have his immortality with him as well. And Dyrus was able to take that inhibitor down, the last inhibitor from Team Ada's. And I guess at this point they should be retreating, or they might just go for the red buff steal, and they were able to do that as well. But if we look at Team Ada, they have lost all their inhibitors. So at this point they would be facing a lot of minion pressure, and in this situation, Team Ada, if we look at the scoreboard side, Team Ada was not able to secure any turret of Team Zero. So yeah, things weren't looking nice, not looking good for them from the very beginning, and they are actually suffering in this situation, I would say, because even though they were able to defend the Lord, but they are in a corner situation at this point, because they have to face that minion pressure. They have to face that damage coming out from Team Zero's player, that is Xborg, Valier, and Dyrot. So I guess if they actually hold on to into their base for few more minutes, or if they play very, very safe, they still have a chance to come back to this situation, because in the last match as well, we have seen them that they were almost on the verge of losing, while they were able to take that base down with one wipeout only. So let's not give up hope for any team, and let's enjoy the match, please.
For sure, and the Lord is gonna be. I'm extremely sorry. My voice is in shambles right now, honestly. But yeah, the Lord is gonna be arriving at any moment right now, and I think the Lord is gonna get easily secured by the side of Team Zero, because the Link is not arrived at the Lord yet, and the Link is getting distracted by that Yuzong. And with that distraction, they were able to secure the Lord fairly easily. And if we do look at Yuzong, I think he is playing very objective based, and that is type of gameplay I prefer for XP laners, because Yuzong is not overly extending on any fights. He's not doing anything out of margin, and he's just doing what is required from him. He's distracting the opponents when it is required, and they are actually falling for his tricks, honestly. So overall, if you do consider the situation, Team Ada is in a very bad situation right now, but at the same time, Zero, even though they are leading with considerable amount of gold kills and towers in general, but we cannot still say anything for sure, because as you can remember, in the last match we saw a similar situation, but in that situation, one single wipeout costed Team Zero the entire match. And this might be the end for Team Ada, honestly. Like, as I was seeing the minion pressure and everything else, it seems like this might end for Team Ada, and Team Fight has already broken out. The Nexus has taken a lot of damage, and it's gonna be over for Team Ada, honestly, because the Nexus has been. And with that being said, Team Zero is going to be the one securing the second match in their name. And yeah, that was a very good gameplay coming out from the side of Team Zero. And with that being said, we're going to go for a short break. After that, we'll be back with the third match of the night. Not the third match of the night, but the third match of the best of 3 series. So till then, stay tuned and wait to see the actual results.
I think the girls with their nails done now. girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their
Hello everyone and welcome back to the second best of three series. And again, like the first one, this has turned into a proper best of three series, with this being the third match. And from the side of Zero, we can already see that a lot of heroes have been banned. Among them are Digi, Angela, Yuzong, Dairat, and Terizla. And from the side of Team Ada, Zushin again being their priority band, as well as Faramis, Hylos, Iritel, and Minsitar. And their picks are looking very good. And one thing we can see for sure, Prerna, is that from the side of Zero, they have secured that Aurora, and Spix again is going to be playing his signature Valor. So overall, like, I'm very hopeful about this entire game, because both the teams have some of their required heroes, and they have a ton of good picks as well. So Prerna, what do you think? Is this going to go in favor of Zero, or is it going to be Ada showing dominance once again?
if I support anyone, he's gonna lose for sure. So I'm not predicting anything. And we would be saying that after 10 minutes, I guess, because after 10 minutes, we actually are able to predict things that how it goes actually. Generally, we can do that actually. But if things like first round happen, we would be sure what happened, what the game might end like. And we are already in the land of dawn where we can see that the junglers in their creeps already. And if we look at the mid lane, there is Florin, there is a Valer. So since Team Ada have a support hero in their side, so I guess they have an upper hand in this position because the amount of healing that Florin deals with actually is insane. So in that case, you would be just dealing damage to them, and then then Florin would be providing with the healings, and the teammates would be revitalizing, and that wouldn't be a nice thing to actually face off. So if you ask me, I am gonna give Team Ada an upper hand here, and their team looks very decent to me. But if we look at Team Zero, they look very decent as well because they have that Hanabi, they have that Ben and Aurora as well. So they have a lot of damage dealing heroes, and they also have a Carmilla. So all of the teammates, all of the players actually look very balanced at this point. So we cannot actually predict anything yet. And on the top lane, we can see a damage dealing coming out from the Florin, and there was an engage on Ruby, and Ruby was being taken down by that Florin, and the rotation would be going to that top lane, but I don't think they would be able to reach there before the turret actually loses all of its gold. And with that being said, Team Ada actually are leading with a very good amount of gold already. It is just 2 minutes of the match, and they are already in a goal lead of almost 1k. So things are looking good for Team Ada at this point. And if we look at the turtle there, Ben was trying to secure the turtle, but since there was alpha against him, he did not overcommit it, and he is just waiting for his teammates to rotate towards him, and we can already see a rotation coming in towards that turtle from both the teams, and there might be a team fight going on, and they are trying to secure the turtle. And with that amazing ultimate coming out from Ben, he was able to secure the turtle, and the team fight is still going on, and Aurora used her ultimate already, but that was not that of enough damage pull. And we can already see that Shadow is being cornered here, and Shadow might get taken down, and this was taken down by Aurora this time. So an amazing gameplay coming out of this mage as well. And look at the HP of Alpha over there. If Ruby actually managed to put dish on a damage on Alpha, he might get taken out. But Ruby, I don't know why, actually did not take that risk. Instead, she actually retreated from the situation. So even though she actually did not retreat for, it was a devastating, it was a unfortunate thing for her, but it was an amazing thing for Team Ada, I would say, because with a very low HP, two of their players were able to retreat from the situation. Whereas in the mid lane, we can see that the rotation is coming on, and Alpha is just there securing his buff. So at this point, things are in a very equalizer position if you look at the gold, and things are going very passive scene, so I cannot predict anything yet.
Yeah, I do agree with you on that, but at the same time, we'll have to take into consideration of the fact that Team Ada had an early lead, but now it's gonna be Nausea that's gonna get bursted out. But Nausea is trying his best to survive, and with Bane and the passive of Aurora, Nausea was able to survive, and Shadow will have to end up giving away his skill. And that being said, Zero was supposed to take the lead during this fight, but we can still see that Team Ada is still tailing them very closely behind. And in the top lane, it is Loki versus Pookie, I believe that's his name, are the ones who are fighting right now, and they're in a very good situation, and nothing much we can expect from the XP lanes. But Zion, on the other hand, is rotating super fast, and that is one of the redeeming factors of Bane, honestly. Bane can rotate super fast, farm faster than any other heroes, as we can see. Like, look at that. Shadow is level 6, while Bane is level 8. That is some huge level difference right there, and nobody is overcommitting, and maybe MV is already going in, and it's going to be Zion who's going to be securing that turtle, and Shadow is in a very bad situation, but Pookie is going to be using the I'm Offended on Tanzan's picks. But Xbox, on the other hand, will be securing the first turret of the game, and Zero ended up losing one of their turrets very early on in the game. But from the side of Exborg, he's just doing his thing, and Exborg is holding the lane comparatively better than anyone would have expected. And look at that, in the bottom lane, the Esmeralda almost secured the bottom lane tier 3, but that will not be a possibility at the moment. And I think Sora did not know that Nausea was there, but Nausea did not get any skills down on Sora. So overall, that was a very intelligent play from Esmeralda, if I say so myself. And here in the mid lane, Team Zero, they're trying to formulate a bit of a pressure, but Shadow is there lurking in the corners, and I think Shadow is gonna try and get a Blue Buff Steel down, and yep, he was successful in that. That was a very good play coming out from Shadow. So Team Ada, they are still in the game, even though Shadow has given away his skill once, but he did equalize that by securing the buff from Bane, and Shadow is gonna get taken down. Maybe he's gonna get taken down once again, but it's gonna be a team fight that's gonna go break out. Nausea is gonna get taken out by that Exborg. Exborg is still trying to deal as much damage as possible with his last insanity, and that's gonna be Sora that's gonna be dealing a lot of damage to Zion as well as baby MV. And with that being said, Team Ada did secure a kill, and none of the teams overcommitted, and they are gonna be retreating for the time being. Fair enough.
Exactly, and if you look at the bottom lane over there, Ruby is getting cornered, but I guess she would be able to escape from the situation because from the side of Team Zero, we can see that Carmela and Aurora is rotating as well, so it might not end up well for Xborg over there because we can see that Xborg is already dealing a lot of damage and he has his immortality already, so he might survive from the situation. We are not sure of that. Already we can see that Ben has used his ultimate, but that was not able to lock onto Alpha. Alpha was able to retrieve from the situation for a bit, and we can already see that there is a commitment on Turtle from both the teams. So let's see which team actually ends up getting the Turtle, because if you ask me, I would say that Team Zero has the potential of securing that Turtle because look at their HP and look at the HP of the players of Team Ada, and Aurora has her passive already, so she would be able to survive the situation for time being, but they might just end up losing the tier 3 of their mid lane, but with a very low HP they were able to defend that, and Ben was able to actually secure his purple buff, but instead Alpha was the one to secure the turtle, and Florian was being taken down by Aurora over there. An amazing ultimate coming out from Carmilla over there. Immortality popped out, but I don't think he would be able to sustain that damage coming out from the whole team of Team Zero, and Ruby was the one to secure his kill. And we can already see that Carmilla, being a very low HP, has to retreat directly to the base, and as well as Aurora. And there comes the Hanabi, who is there to clear up the lanes. But let's see for how long she is able to take the damage that comes out from Valor, because we have seen in the previous matches that Valor the amount of damage that comes out from Valor is immense, and this player actually plays an phenomenal gameplay of Valor. So we cannot actually say anything surely if some other hero is against him. And the rotation is going towards that bottom lane. I guess there might be a team fight breaking out, because we can see an initiation coming out from Aurora, but that did not cause any player any damage, but she had to retreat back to her lane instead. And I think they would be going in for the inhibitor of the opponent, sorry, the tier 3 of the opponent. And look at the damage coming out from Ben's ultimate already. And we can already see that Alpha was able to secure the tier 2 turret of the top lane, and he is actually lane pushing, he is securing kills, and he is also securing the objects. And already we can see that Team Ada is actually leading in a 2.3k gold, which might give them an upper hand, give them an opportunity to build up easily, and eventually that will be a problematic situation for Team Zero. But we have seen that both the teams have given their epic comebacks in the previous two matches, so we are not sure about anything yet. And ultimate used by Aurora over there, but no one was cornered in that situation. And Valor is probably looking for an opportunity. He's just waiting in the bush to someone to actually lock onto, but he had to retreat from the situation as well, and the Lord is there. So I don't think Team Ada would be wasting any of their time, and I guess they would be looking for an opportunity just to get that Lord. And Xborg is there, and Valor is there, Alpha is there as well. So I guess if they do not take out one player at least from side of Team Zero, they wouldn't be able to secure this Lord, because the damage coming out from the side of Team Zero is immense as well. And if we look at the current situation, just because of Florin, they were able to sustain in this situation, but I don't think they will be able to sustain for long, and they have to retreat back to their base. And in the meanwhile, Team Zero might have that chance to take that Lord, because the players of Team Ada are in a bit distant. So yeah, they should take advantage of the situation. But we can see that Xborg is there to deal damage, and Florin was being taken down by Ruby over there. Ben used his ultimate already, and that caused a lot of damage on Six. And Carmilla was being taken down by Alpha over there. Alpha has been taken down by Ben over there. And if we look at the current situation, the fight is still going on. But if you look at the situation in the top lane, Esmeralda is trying to lock onto the inhibitor, where Hanabi was there to defend, and Hanabi was successfully able to defend that thing. But I think at this point, Team Zero should actually focus on the Lord, since there is the Alpha is down. So if they actually do not go for it, the Alpha would be back in any second, and Alpha would cause problems for them. And if you look at the situation at this point, we can see that Aurora is trying to deal a lot of damage on Xborg, where there is Florin already there, and Esmeralda is there as well. But they was able to secure the Lord before even Esmeralda was there, and already we can see that Xborg is trying his best to survive, but Esmeralda was being taken down, and I guess they would be going for Xborg at this point, because look at the HP of Xborg. But if he reaches from the situation, that would be very irritating, because you dealt a lot of damage on that hero, and that hero finally actually escapes from you. That's very unfortunate, but they are still trying to chase down on him, and I guess they would be able to do that, because he would be outnumbered there. And yes, killing spree secured by Ruby over there. And with that being said, they would be going for the tier 3 of the top lane, where actually the minion pressure is in their side. And already we can see that 4 of the players from the side of Zero is actually rotating towards that tier 2 as well. And Alpha is there to defend the turret, but I don't think he would be standing there. He has to retreat from the situation, because the amount of damage that is coming out from that Aurora is insane. So he wouldn't be able to stand that. And with that being said, the Lord is being defended by Team Ada, and Esmeralda is being taken down by Benzai there. And already we can see that a lot of damage is being dealt on the players of Team Ada, but Carmilla was taken down instead, and Alpha was taken down before that. And already the amount of damage that is coming out from Aurora is actually cornering out the players of Team Ada. And with that being said, Hanabi did her job perfectly, and she was able to take down that inhibitor. Mid lane's inhibitor is down, and the bottom lane's inhibitor is down as well. So Team Ada would be facing a lot of minion pressure at this point. So they are being cornered into their base.
That being said, Loki is under a very pressured situation right now, but he will be able to survive with using the flicker. But look at that, Sora is going to get taken out by Zion in a pit, and with that being said, it's a very tough situation for Team Iron right now, because they have already lost one of their players. And with that being said, this is Xborg that's going to do a lot of damage, but I think that Ruby overextended. What just happened? Whoa. Pix took out General, while Zion was able to take out Tan. So that was a very good exchange, if you ask me. And now in within 45 seconds, the Lord will be spawning right back in, and Zion is just doing his thing. He's farming, and if you do look at that, still Shadow is barely level 15, and Zion has been level 15 for some time now. So there is considerable amount of difference between both the junglers. But at the same time, Zero currently is leading with 42.6 thousand gold, but Team Ada only has, they barely have 40,000 gold. So overall, from both the sides, they are doing their part, and they are doing their best, honestly. But I think it's looking very bad for Team Ada right now, because they only have taken 3 turrets, while they have lost more. They have lost 9 turrets in total. So the Lord is already going to be spawning in about 2 seconds, and I think Team Zero, they have the advantage when it comes to the Lord, and Shadow is trying his best to secure his blue buff, and yeah, he will be able to secure that in the process. But Zion, on the other hand, will be securing the Lord without much of an issue, and yep, that Lord is gonna get melted within seconds. The damage that's coming from General as well as Zion, that's immense, and that is insane right now. And Team Ara, they're struggling to stand up against that damage. And as we know, that Hanabi deals an area of effect damage. So not just one player, but every single one who's standing on the way of Hanabi will get bursted out. And in the mid lane, the Lord, the enhanced Lord of 12 minutes, is going to be coming. The Celestial Lord is going to be a bit of a pressure for Team Ada to defend, but there is still a chance for them to defend, but the chance is not that good, honestly, Perno. But Shadow is going to get taken out by I Am Offended from the Ruby, and this is going to be Esmeralda that's going to be engaging on both players from the side of Zero, and Sora will take out the Hanabi. But with that being said, it's going to be Bane that's going to be targeting the tower, and it's going to go in favor of Team Zero. After three rigorous matches, Team Zero is going to stand on top, and yeah, that was a very good gameplay from their side, and they deserved the win, honestly. But well, kudos to Team Ada as well. They have played phenomenally well. So we will be going for a short break. After that, we'll be back with the third best of three series of the night. Still then, stay tuned and be right back.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done.
Everyone, and welcome back to the third match of the night. It is another best of three series between Valhalla and Pandora's Box Cementi. And from the side of Valhalla, we're seeing a good lineup of bans. It is Zushin, Hylos, Saber, and Carry, as well as Tigreal getting banned from the side of Valhalla, and from the side of Cementi, it's gonna be Valentina, Exborg, Carmilla, Zask, and Hayabusa that's gonna get banned. We are gonna see another Ling match. So that's a lot of Ling matches in one day, Perna. What's your opinion about this?
This is something amazing because in the whole tournament we were waiting for a league match, and today we get to see a lot of league matches. So that's something actually our wishes came true, I would say. And if you look at the majors from the side of Valhalla, we are seeing that they would be playing out Vixana, and from the side of Pandora's Box Cemented, they had picked Aurora. So I am actually looking forward for this Midlands fight particularly because Vixana being my main hero, I would be actually judging them hard. And if I actually talk about the lineup of both the teams, we could see a very decent lineup from the side of Pandora's Box Cementi and as well as from the side of Valhalla. And if we talk about the previous matches that they have played in this whole tournament, we had seen how Valhalla was able to carry the whole match very with a very amazing rotation coming out from their side. And if we look at Pandora's Box, they have a very massive aggression, and from the very beginning, that is from the very early game to the late game, they show a very aggressive gameplay, and we had seen them finishing off matches before even it was 10 minutes. So I am expecting one of those matches today, and we are on in the land of dawn already, where we can see from the side of Valhalla, Roger would be going for the marksman, and Balaric is the tank, and Ling would be the jungler, and Julian would be the EXP laner, while Vixana would be in the mid lane. And already we can see on the top lane, Balaric is following up with Roger, and Roger being a very mobile hero, he is able to rotate very fast, and he is able to farm very fast as well, and he has an early game potential as well. So I am hoping high from this particular Roger. And if I look at the mid lane over there, from the side of Pandora's Box Cemented, they have Teresa, they have Aurora, Martis, Lolita, and Hanabi. So we would be watching Lolita and Hanabi's combination, as well as there would be Martis and Aurora, and as well as Teresa. So their lineup kind of looks very tanky to me. And if we look at the damage as well, they have an upper hand in this situation as well. But since there's a Ling in the side of Valhalla, we cannot actually predict anything yet. And already we're seeing there is initiation going on in the top lane. And from the side of Pandora's Box Cemented, they are trying to block on the players of Valhalla, and we can already see that the amount of damage coming out from that Aurora is immense. Ling used his ultimate already, but that's not just enough. And with the damage of the turret, Aurora was the one to secure the first blood. And with that being said, Valeric is being taken down by Mertis as well. So from the side of Valhalla, they might retreat from this, and they might want to retreat from this because things are not looking good for them. And in the back lane, there is Martis. So yeah, they should be directly recalling to the base, if you ask me, Zane.
Yep, that would be a viable option, obviously, but yeah, that's exactly what they're going to be doing. And Tanu is here from the side of Cementi, and he's already locked in for the turtle, and I think this will be an easy turtle without any competition whatsoever. And yeah, Tanu will be securing the turtle without any competition. With that being said, it's going to be another rotation coming out from the side of Cementi, and they are gonna go back to the jungling. And yeah, nothing crazy. We're not observing anything crazy at the moment right now. But in a bit, I believe that a fight might break out in the top lane, Weasel versus Paddle. And this is just the Hanabi dealing a ton of damage without even coming into contact with anyone. Pato did end up taking a lot of damage, and Hanabi did manage to secure somewhat of some amount of gold from the turret. And Weasel is gonna be here, and Hanabi is gonna be babysitted for the first phase of the match, and that is a very good option, honestly, because if Hanabi loses the edge in the early game, it might be problematic, and Sins might get taken out, and it's gonna be Tanu with that kill. And that being said, the Ling is gonna be using his ultimate, and he will take out Seretti, and Tanu will be securing another kill. Oh my goodness, look at that, another kill from Tanu. That was beautiful coming out from the side of Cementi, and even though they were almost at the verge of losing the team fight, they came right back in, and they will be getting the first turret of the game, and that is the top lane or the gold lane tier 3 parallel.
Exactly, and as I was saying that in all the matches of this whole tournament, we have seen how Pandora's box actually go very aggressive. And give me a minute. We can
Yep.
already see that the situation is actually going passive once again, and that's the thing I like about Pandora's box Immensity, because they go very aggressive and then they retreat exactly on time. So and again there might be an initiation in the bottom lane as well, because we can see that Julian is being cornered by Hanabi and Lolita at this point, and even though Julian is able to deal a lot of damage, but that won't be enough to face off Hanabi and Lolita at this point. But there is Ling, there is Valoric. I guess there might be a possibility of Hanabi getting down. And yes, Lolita was taken down first, and then came the kill of Hanabi. And there is the rotations on the side of Pandora's box, and I don't think Valoric would be able to sustain that. And Valoric was taken down, and double kill secured by the Murtis, and they were retreating from the situation at this point. And even though the Vexana's Eternal Guard was there, they were not able to safeguard their two of the players, that is the Julian and also the Valeric, and the turtle was taken down by Murtis.
Yep. If we do look at stat, the Martis himself is playing phenomenally well, and his team is complementing him quite well as well. And in the top lane, we can see that Masis was trying to get some gold out of the tower, but that is not going to be a possibility at the moment, because the Terizla is going to be there, and Tanu tries to go in on Kaikuru, and he will get taken out by
Oh my
Tanu.
god.
And look at that. The Martis doesn't care about the area. The Martis doesn't care about who is standing in front of him. He is hungry for the kills, and that is a very good trait for every single jungler. And in the bottom lane, we can see very low HP from the side of Cementi, but they will be securing the kill of Kobe before Sobe can even blink, honestly. And in the meantime, in the bottom lane, we can see that Tanu is dealing quite a bit of damage, and I think Pano might get taken out because it's a 4v1 situation. It doesn't matter if it's tank or whatever role you're playing, you are under trouble if you are in a 1v4 situation. But yeah, Pano is under a lot of pressure, and Pano will get taken out without anyone from Cementi losing their lives. So that is a very good gameplay on their part, Prerna.
Exactly, and along with the kill of that Valeric, they were able to take that turret down as well. So along with that turret, they have secured two of the turrets, and look at that gold lead already. They are leading in almost a 5k gold, and it is just 6 minutes of the game. So I am hoping that they might also end this game before 10 minutes. But look at the top lane, Valhalla was able to push that turret, and they were able to take that lane down. Take that turret down, and then comes the Roger. I guess Terizla might have a problem facing Ling and as well as Roger, as well as that Julian, and he was being taken down. And the rotation is coming in the middle lane, and I guess Ling would be going in for that Hanabi first. And we can already see that an amazing ultimate coming out from that Aurora, but double kill secured by Aurora, and Hanabi was able to take down Roger over there, and Martis was able to take a kill as well. So 4 of the players were down from this particular fight, and Vexana is still trying to hold on to the turret to defend the turret, but she should retreat. And because there is a Martis, there is Lolita, and also has Hanabi, so she would be melting down if she does not retreat from the situation. But Roger is back on his foot, and Julian and Valeric and Ling is here to follow her up. So yeah, if you ask me, that's an amazing gameplay coming out from Pandora's box, because look at the turtle contribution as well. They did not lose any of the objectives. They were able to secure kills. They are going in for the turrets as well. They are just going for stealing of the buffs as well, and they are being successful. And Vexana was taken down in the process by Aurora, and Lolita was able to secure a kill as well. And if we look at the current situation, Pandora's box are going for the tier 2 of the field lane, and they would be easily doing that. And with the damage coming out from that Aurora, no one would be able to actually come forward, because she would melt down, burst down any hero that would come forward. And if I look at the situation, Hanabi is actually pushing the turret, Aurora is dealing a lot of damage, and Link is securing the kill. So the whole team is actually in a very staying position, and we can already see that Legendary was secured by that Murtis once again, and double kill by Murtis. Terizla was being taken down. Roger is down at this point, but without any help of any type of lord or anything, they are going in for the turret. And look at that. Except for Ling, all of the players are down, And then comes Hanabi and that Lolita combination. And they are already going in for the base without even any type of lord, without even any other damage dealer. So I guess they are going in a bit too deep inside that Valhalla's base. So they should be retreating, and they are actually retreating. So that was an amazing initiation coming out from that Hanabi, because look at that aggression, look at the damage that she is dealing. So if we talk about this one, current situation, Pandora's box is leading Sin.
And Pandora's box is not just leading; they're leading by a very large margin. 6,000 gold and almost a kill difference of 15 kills. So that's a lot of credentials helping them out, to be honest. And if it continues like this, I think the game might end with the next lord, possibly, unless I know from the side of Valhalla can do something about it. But I think the lord is going to be taken down fairly easily, and nobody from the side of Valhalla will have the ability to counter against this lord. They are not even attempting to steal the lord or provide some sort of competition to Cementi. So overall, the current situation is looking heavily in favor of Cementi. And with this Lord, there's a high possibility that they might end up winning this match. But yeah, I am still not over the fact that Valhalla still has a chance at winning this whole thing. But the chance is very slim, if you ask me, because they will have to focus on backdooring. Because there is only one lane where they have reached the tier 2, and that is the bottom lane, and that's exactly where Ling is trying to focus. So there is a high possibility that if Cementi doesn't understand that they are getting backdoored, there is a high possibility that they might end up losing this match. And this is Hanabi dealing a ton of damage. It's going to be Vexana with the Eternal Guard, but I don't think that's going to be very beneficial. But Ling is going to be making a mistake. I think Ling should have stayed there and tried to, end the match potentially, but that's not what he's going to be doing. He's going to come back to defend the turret, and it might not be that. It might not be the best decision. Look at that. Marcians as well as Pado is going to get taken down within seconds of entering into the team fight. And it's going to be Aino that's going to get taken down as well. And with that being said, Pandora's box Cementi cements their first win of the night. And it's going to be the first match that's going to be won by them. And with that being said, the next match is going to be even more interesting. So till then, we'll have to wait. And yeah, we'll be right back in a while.
I think the girls with their nails done now. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their
Hello everyone and welcome back to the second match between Pandora's Box Cementi as well as Valhalla. In the first match, Pandora's Box Cementi, they have won, and this is going to be the second match. It's going to be a do or die match for Valhalla. On the other hand, Pandora's Box Cementi, they might want to end this a bit too quick because I think they need some rest as well. Perno, what do you think?
Since all the matches today went to best of freeze round. So I hope this one goes to that place as well, because I am very excited to see this Pandora's Box Cementis matches, because the way they play, the aggression that comes out of their lineup is
Then play
something
the hero.
amazing. And if you look at the lineups already, Pandora's Box Cementi went for the ban of Hayabusa, Zasker, Mila, Dairat, and Yin. And on the other side, from the side of Valhalla, Valentina, Martis, Hyla, Zushin, and Saber was banned. But if you look at Pandora's Box Cementi, we can see that Esmeralda is going for jungling, and Hanabi is there, Lolita is there, Yuzang and Paramis is there as well. And if we look at Valhalla, Chip is there, Lela is there, Aurora and Xborg is there. So we can already tell that Valhalla still has a chance to come back to this game, because with the shortcut of Chip, they will be able to rotate to any lane, rotate to any team fight. So yeah, things might get nasty in this match, and this will be the last pick from the side of Valhalla. But if we look at the lineup already, they have a lot of damage dealers, they have a very, very good tank, and the only thing they lack of is now a jungler, and they have picked on Alpha. So yeah, we can already tell that their lineup looks very, very decent, and also does Pandora's Box Cement is one. So which lineup do you think is better for now, Z?
Honestly, I think Pandora's Box Cementi, they have the upper hand when it comes to the lineup. But at the same time, we cannot ignore Valhalla, because I believe that they have the potential to come back into this. But at the same time, Pandora's Box Cementi, they have shown us some very, very precise gameplay in the previous match, and I believe that if they are able to show that once again in this round, it will be a very quick match for them. But at the same time, Valhalla, I think they are back again with vengeance. There is a chance that they are aiming for that right now, but at the same time, it did look a bit one-sided in the first match, so the chance of that happening is terribly slim, I believe, Pranav.
Seems well, but since this is a best of three match and this is the second round, so I don't think Valhalla would be giving up so early, and we are already in the land of Dawn, where we can say that things have just started, so things should look passive as it is looking, and we can already see that the players from each lane are actually going to their lanes, helping their junglers. And on the top lane, we can see Lolita is there to back up Hanabi against Lela over there. So Lela is already facing a lot of damage in that situation, and Hanabi has an upper hand at this point because of the tank being with her. But then comes the chip. He was able to rotate towards the top lane, where he was able to actually back up Lila over there, but Lila might get broken down, and Lila was taken down over there with the help of Lolita and Hanabi. Look at the combination they have. So already we can see from the side of Pandora's Box Cementi, they are going very aggressive. It is not even 1 minute, and they were able to secure the first blood. And already we are seeing that the rotation is going on onto that top lane from the side of Valhalla. So let's see how it ends, because Alpha is there, Chip is there, Lela is there as well, and there is Lolita and Hanabi. And we can already say that these two combination are enough to melt down any squishy hero at this point. And Alpha is level 4 already. He uses Alpha Charge, and that wasn't that much helpful, but we can already see that Lolita is being bursted out, and in the meanwhile, Lela was taken down by Esmeralda. Double kill secured by Esmeralda over there. So an amazing gameplay coming out from the side of Pandora's Box. They are taking a lot of damage, but they are not retreating from the situation, whereas we can see that Alpha is being melted down, and he was taken down by Paramis. So that's an amazing gameplay coming out from Pandora's Box in this very early game. And if you look at the EXP lane as well, we can see that Yuzong is dealing a lot of damage on Iggsborg, which is kind of unexpected, Zine.
Yeah, I think that's not unexpected, honestly, Prerna, because you see, Xborg has a limited amount of range, and if Yuzong is able to land 4 or 5 hits on the Xborg, he will be getting his passive on, and that is the main reason why he's able to deal that much damage. So that is one of the things that is very important for every Yuzong player. So I think that's one of the reasons why. But one thing we'll have to take into consideration that Thanu this time is playing Esmeralda, and that is going to be a very good pick on their part. And if we do look at the opposition side, from the side of Valhalla, Masins is playing the Layla, and I don't think it's gonna be an easy match for Layla, because the opposition side does have an Esmeralda, and the Esmeralda can single out the Layla and burst burst Layla down. So that's gonna be a bit tough for the Layla. But at the same time, they do have a good chance at winning the late games. But we'll have to be it will have to take some it will take some time for the Layla to come online, honestly. And look at that, Intruder did take a lot of damage, and I think Intruder might get taken out. But that's gonna be the Farmers that's gonna be saving him. Rizzo is under a lot of pressure, and Rizzo will be surviving as well. Chip has already used his ultimate, and it's gonna be Sobesh that's gonna come right out of that portal, and ASAP. Ace of Zabori is going to be there to deal some damage as well. Tanu is still surviving, and look at that, Asins and Sobesh is under a lot of pressure, honestly, and Sobesh might get taken out. Look at that, Tanu is still not letting anyone leave that place. He's going to get 2 kills. That is Tanu for you, the early game king of the entire match. Even in the last match, we saw that Tanu was the man for the early games, and he single-handedly handled the entire early game, and it gave their team a considerable amount of advantage. So overall, if we do consider the situation, Valhalla is under a lot of pressure right now, and if you look at their goal difference, it's almost 3,000,
Oh my
more than
god.
3,000, and it's going to be Aurora that's going to get bursted out, but that was a very good flicker from that Aurora. I think Tano did not predict that, and Aurora was able to leave the place because of that one flicker. So that was a very well played situation for him. And look at that, Azop Sabore is trying his best to deal as much damage, but it's going to be Aino that's going to target Azop Sabore, and in the top lane, it's going to be Masins that's going to get taken away by Tano once again. It's going to be Chip with that ultimate, and it's going to be a bad situation for Pandora's boss Cementi for the first time in a while, and Tanu is getting bursted out, and Tanu will get taken out by Aino as well, and Aino is trying to get Seredi down, but that was a very good team fight from the side of Valhalla. They were able to take 3 kills from the side of Pandora's box Cementi, and they lost only one of their heroes, if I'm not wrong, 1 or 2, I cannot remember for sure. But Aesop is gonna get a lot of gold from that golden plate from the towers, and Sobesh will have to walk back to his entire lane, and that's gonna be a bit problematic for him. And look at that, Sereti is gonna do his thing. He is still chilling, you know. Sereti is doing his part, and he's not very concerned. And this might be a bit problematic for both the sides. And look at that, Pato is getting bursted out, and Masins is under a lot of pressure as well, but Masins might be able to survive. Sereti is there, Rizzo is there, Aino is trying to get another kill down, and look at that, Sereti went right through the walls and he secured the kill. That is something that you get as a benefit of playing Faramis, honestly. And Aino is getting bursted out by the entire team from the side of Pandora's Basimenti. And Aino is under a lot of pressure. Look at that, Faramis and his amazing second skill. But Aino is still trying to survive, but he will get taken out by Tanu in the meantime. And that was revenge from Tanu, honestly, because the last time Tanu died, it was due to Aino. So that was a very well-planned revenge, honestly. And it's going to be Paddle once again who's trying to defend this whole thing, but the tower might get taken out, and Paddle is going to be using his ultimate once again, and Martins is going to secure Rizzo's kill, but the turret is going to be lost. Sereti is under a lot of pressure, but look at that, Tanu is going to go in right there, and he is going to try and get more kills down. Sereti is under a lot of pressure, but Tanu will be securing Paddle's kill as well. Tanu versus Aino is going to be a long fight, because both players have their fair share of advantage, but that's going to be the amazing Sky Piercer coming in for Tanu, and look at that. I think his Sky Piercer is already at level, not level, stack 80 right now, because that's a ton of damage that he dealt at that moment. So overall, Pandora's Box Cementi is again playing superbly well in the early games, and they're doing their thing. And man, I'm a fan of Tanu right now because he's just playing so well, Karuna.
I'm a fan of the whole team, if you ask me, because the amount of what do you say? The amount of damage they have at this point, and the way they are rotating towards all the lane and throughout the map, that is something you don't get to see that much, and that is very rare, and that is very beautiful, I would say. And if you look at the bottom lane, they are trying to take down that turret, and on the top lane, I guess Yuzong might be taking down Layla, and yes, Yuzong was able to take down Layla from that situation, and I guess he would be going in for Chip as well. He was able to secure a double kill from the situation, and he is going in for Alpha, but with the help of that Chip's ultimate, another team fight was broken down over there, but no kill was secured after that, and an initiation from the side of Faramis is going on, and Faramis was able to take down Aurora over there. The team fight is still going on. Faramis used his ultimate already, and we can see that Xborg is trying to deal a lot of damage, but Xborg was taken down as well. And with that being said, we can see that Alpha is actually feeling very helpless against Esmeralda, because in every fight we can see that Alpha is trying to retreat, but then comes Esmeralda. She is just bursting him down, and that is absolutely insane if you ask me. And it is just 8 minutes of the match, and the kill difference is huge at this point. They have already secured 4 of the turrets already, and look at that gold lead as well. It is 6,000 gold at this point, and they are going in for all the objectives. They are going in for the kills as well. So an amazing, absolutely amazing gameplay is coming out from Pandora's Box Cementi. So yeah, I'm fangirling over the whole team. Z.
Yep.
And yeah, if you look at the whole situation, they are actually still not giving up. They are still trying to find the openings, and Aurora was taken down by Esmeralda once again. And we can see that leaving the only the inhibitors are standing there, and they have secured all the other turrets, and they would be going in for the Lord. And I don't think any type of competition would be breaking out from the side of Valhalla, even though there is a chance of cheap teleporting everyone, but I don't think that would be that useful. And Esmeralda was able to take that Lord as well, Z.
Yep, and that was a very good play from the side of Cementi, if you ask me. They are doing everything that is required. They're playing by the book. They are not making a single mistakes. All the kills they have given are because it was because of some trades, and they ended up getting more kills in return. And look at that, Rizzo is there, and it's gonna be Intruder that's gonna be near that place, and Intruder is dealing a lot of damage right now. And if we do look at the situation right now, the Lord is gonna be marching downwards from the mid lane, and both the lanes will have enough minion pressure, both the mid lane and the bottom lane. So it's not looking too good for Valhalla right now. And if Rizzo is able to get a perfect Numeran blast down, it will be very problematic. And look at that! Anu is already going in. He doesn't care about minions, he doesn't care about the tower, he doesn't care about anything. He's just gonna go in and secure the kills right there, and it's gonna be the mid lane turret that's gonna get secured in a moment, and the body will be taking down Aino, and another kill from the side of ASAP. And with that being said, I think it's gonna be game over, and Pandora's Box Cement second match in a row, and for the first time in today, for today, Perna is gonna be ending with only 2 matches. So congratulations to Cementi. It was very well played from the side of Valhalla. They tried their best, but I just believe their draft was a bit lacking, and that ended up costing them the match. With that being said, it's gonna be the game. It's gonna be over for today, and everyone, we are done with the round of 12. Next day, from the next day, we are gonna be witnessing the round of 6, if I'm not wrong. But yeah. With that being said, thank you so much for joining with us. It's been a long day, and it's your caster Zine and Perna signing off for today.